Test. Test. Alhamdulillah. Test. Test. Sorry, y'all. This is what I was trying to avoid for you. All this delay shit to get stuff ready and now there's a typo on the title. Two seconds. What's up, everybody? This is the Jedi. No matter how hard I try, the universe always just throws craters in my road. We've now wasted an hour least an hour since the original start time. And I proclaim to you that it's some kind of sabotage, because once this light comes on, that means that this software has the camera. So, because it turned the light on. So don't tell me that my camera is on some other device, or it's on something else has my camera, when you just turned the camera on. And don't put my little bubble that says the Jedi right here up here if I'm not up here. That's also my second piece of evidence that it's on. Software turned the light on, and when I click to add the camera to you after I run the intro and all that, then this bubble comes up with me, except it didn't. So that's something on purpose. It is. It is. I know it is. It is. It is. So it's meant to slow down my momentum, and it's also meant to give them time to fuck up the algorithm, because when I go live, they obviously don't know when I'm going to actually go live. So it's a burst, and I get a lot of response, and they fuck it up. That's, I think, also part of the reason why we've had problems in the past, in addition to software issues that I've had. But I think this is also an element that I'm hypothesizing is something else. It's definitely something evil. It's definitely something evil. Something evil. In addition to the fact that I had hell trying to get ready at the last minute for you, because I'm not a model, so I have to get ready to come on camera, you know. And yeah, I had a last minute phone call from my godson, and that slowed me down. But I still could have, we still could have been already started, you know. And you know, it's just, it's very frustrating. Very frustrating. Very frustrating. So anyways, hopefully everybody makes their way back. Why I'm here is, I don't know why I'm here, because what I originally thought I was going to do in this sitting, whenever it happened, it's just too much stuff. You know, there's stuff that I still had left over from our last, maybe 2 sittings, but certainly our last one. And in fact, I'm going to start with a very quick few second video that I mentioned to you in our last sitting. That was supposed to be part of it. Also, you know, I had which phone now? Which one? Not that one. This one. So that's why at the last minute, that's why you see the title is very random. The Vicki Dillard thing is significant because I have something I want to show you on that and bring you a video clip. What is the title of my video? Whatever the title of this is, it was random. Like, I don't know what the title of the stream is right now. I'll have to buy a vowel. Oh, it's supposed to say Vicki Dillard. Oh, it says Icky now, because when I copied it, or, you know, copy and paste, I didn't pick up the V. RFK Jr., Iran, hot topics you want to talk about. You feel me? Just to leave it open, you know, what I'm going to try to do in the future is to try to keep it to an intended single topic, even though we know that won't happen. But the intent will be that. So I don't have a whole bunch of stuff on my mind and, you know, trying to remember what is it that I need to present. Is this the right phone? Yeah. Okay. This is the one. I just lost what I was saying. No, that's not it. That's not it. Where's my damn topic, etc. Okay, I think this is it here. And there was a lot of stuff we didn't get to in the last stream. But you know what? Today is Saturday, and we're just going to let it be organic. Just organic. You know? Yeah. I was trying to give, I don't know who all was here, but when I ended the last one, I just saw some names, and I don't see a lot of those names now. So I'm trying to give people an opportunity. I said just refresh, so people should be able to just get back quickly. But this is what I was telling you, you see. So whatever issue they're having now, this is all part of the evil to frustrate the audience participation, you see. The white man is the devil, period. White people are the devil. You have to understand that. Because they're the only people on earth that you can have total peace in the meadows. Birds are chirping. The weather is perfect. All of humanity is happy. And you add one of them and you just ruined it all. All of it. This is not an entity that comes with pure intention. And this is why I say they're the devil, because unless you got a better title, I'm happy to hear that. If it sounds accurate, I'm happy to adopt it. You know, I don't just make dramatic statements. And even if they are dramatic, they must be the truth. That's the criterion for anything that I speak, that I utter from my face. It must be the truth. Or there's no need for me to waste my time. So let's quickly begin with that clip that I just alluded to. And because I mentioned to you that we talked briefly about this eclipse that went on. And I've said to you, there's something, I don't have the answer, but something is not right about that. Like, I don't really understand eclipses. I don't know how much I believe them and all of that. Because eclipses, you can't get it to work on their globe Earth model, which is fake. And you could get it to work on a flat Earth model, but there's so much more involved. Like, I'm just not knowing how much I believe. And this clip that I want to show you goes to my evidence that something, whatever it is that they are presenting, is not truthful. I saved it. Let me just get it for you. I told you that there was a clip where there was, because my aunt in New York, she had this whole spiritual moment, you know, from it. And that's, alhamdulillah, here it is. And that's all great. Her experience was real. We're not discounting or taking that away. It's just, what was she reacting to? That is the question. So let's get you in here. present. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let me make sure we switch over. And then I'm going to have sound. Let me kill my house volume. Let me make sure we switch over. And then I'm going to have sound. Kill my house volume. Make sure we switch over. Oh, shut up. No, because I need to hear this. House volume. Make sure we switch over. Oh, shut up. No, because I need to hear this. House volume.
Hey, NASA was supposed to shoot rockets at it.
Okay, we have sound. We have sound. Now, watch very carefully, everybody, because I don't know how many people saw this. Watch.
Hey, NASA was supposed to shoot rockets at it.
You guys stop. But that means you guys stop. No,
Look.
Oh, wow.
Look.
Whoa, look at that.
It went around behind.
What's that all about? What is that? Yeah, what is that? What the hell is that?
You see?
What is that, man? That's not. Yo, man, what was
And
that all about?
the video is not sped up. So that was the real time that it took for it to happen. So, but when the video starts, it does stop. So it didn't continue to move once there was the eclipse. Like everybody's waiting for this thing to move, you know, to eclipse. That was the whole, oh, it's going to be an eclipse. So we have the eclipse happening, you know, so when it happens, it should just continue to happen. Like, okay, eclipsing, ooh, full eclipse, ooh, and still, and now no eclipse and becoming less, and it moves on. But it stayed. It stayed. It didn't just pass. It stayed and then moved, like stopped and moved. We'll just see it again. And then you see whatever it is go around what is supposed to be the sun go. And you just check the sound, y'all.
Hey, NASA was supposed to shoot rockets at it.
You guys stop. But that means you guys stop. No,
Oh, wow. Whoa, look at that. What's that all about? What is that? Yeah, what is that? What the hell is that? What is that, man? That's not. Yo, man, what was that all about? What happened? Where did it?
Now, you saw that. You saw it. You saw it. You saw it. So somebody has to explain to us what what is that? What is it? Where did it come from? Because as I say, if you have an eclipse, I need something. All right. This is the sun and the moon. Just go with me. And this is allegedly the earth. All right. So the sun and the moon go around like this. You know, like they just go around. They go around. They go around. Now, if you're on the earth, where must these be for you to have the perspective to be behind the moon to see it eclipse, to see it move in front of the sun, or vice versa? Where do you so do the sun and the moon come in closer as they, do they do this and then they go out further and then they come in closer? Like, I mean, what's happening? So, I mean, no, I can't. Additionally, we've seen biblical flooding in Dubai. Biblical flooding in Dubai. Like no other. We've seen, let's see, when was the earthquake in Taiwan? Anyways, there was the earthquake in Taiwan. There was the earthquake in New York. Then there's some mass that they're seeing in Antarctica that correlates with this. Remember, they were supposed to start up the particle accelerator, this CERN thing. I brought you a small clip of the demonic ceremony they had for that. Something is going on, everybody. I don't know what it is. But I don't think I believe in an eclipse. I don't think I believe in that, because we know as Muslims what the Creator has communicated to us in this divine, untouched, spoken word of the Creator, that the sun and the moon and the stars are in our sky. It's in our sky. It's not in space and millions of miles away. It's literally local. I brought you footage of people on airplanes, different people who don't know each other, showing you the sun in the clouds. We've seen it. And the moon is like plasmic or cosmic plasma. It's not a ball of solid something. It's like cosmic plasma, it has its own light. And if there is an eclipse, why is it only seen in certain parts of the world? Mostly here in this asshole, the devil, the throne of evil. Nobody else can have an eclipse. Nobody else can have an eclipse. They don't get an eclipse. I mean, something is not right. I can't with it. I can't. Before I go on, let me just quickly see who's here, because there's another little short thing that ties into this sort of. You'll recall that I've said to you over the years when I've shared with you prophecy that we know as Muslims, certainly prophecy that relates to the end times and the last day. One of the many signs that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam articulated to mankind was that the Sahara that we've known as just this barren, dry thing will be a green oasis again. And now we have video that's just starting to come out. They're perplexed. Oh my God, the Arabian desert is turning green. What's happening? We don't understand. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. Oh, is this a better one? This is a better one, you guys. We have to see it. It's better. So we have to see it. Wait, excuse me, is this the right one? No, strike that. All right, let me see who's here. Simply San. Big shout out to you, San. Jedi, I am in beautiful Orlando working with hubby Don. We are driving around and I may be in and out. And say hello to Don for me also, San. Khalifa of the Most High, a big shout out to you, brother. I guess you were here and came back. Andrea Smith, a big shout out to you. Nixie, Mr. Jedi, I'm so happy you made it back, and good evening to you. Good evening to you as well, Nixie. And I'm sorry for, I ain't really sorry for the delay. I hate it. I didn't cause it, so I am sorry. I'm not sorry for it. I just fucking hate it. And I hate we all had to go through that. Oh, alhamdulillah, Andrea. Perfect. All right. Well, the link is in the thing. Cheryl, a big shout out to you. Hello on this very fucked up day, Jai. Nixie, I have introduced a friend from England. His name is Randy Bennett. If he comes in the chat, yes, that would be wonderful. Alhamdulillah. And there's Randy Bennett. Big shout out to you, Randy. And the UK. Thank you, Nixie, for putting the link there. Thank you for that. He's a fellow Brit. That's to Nixie. Khalifa. It's also been reported that around the world, even women that don't have a menstrual cycle are now having one. Since the eclipse, I think you may have meant. And good point, Khalifa. I didn't know that, but I'm glad you bring that, because we know that the woman's cycle is directly tied to the cycle of the moon. That makes me cry almost, because that's the majesty of Allah. SubhanAllah. Glory be to the one. Wow. But that's very important. Jada Frazier, I love you so much. I can't even stand it how much I miss you. Oh, what's up, Jada? Oh, you're such a frustration for me because I love you so much. And I just hate that I'm probably never going to get to New York again, Jada. I miss you. But just know, as long as you live, I root for you, Queen. I do. You're special, Jada. You are. I love you so much. I do. I mean that from my soul. So glad to see you. Mike J. Walaikum salam. Miss Christie. It's been a minute since I've seen your name. Good to see you, Miss Christie. Wow. Yeah. So I'll just put the link to come into the chat back up. I remind you guys that you won't be alone. We can have 10 people in the chat at one time. That's not a problem. And I think it was Righteous Indignation. She came on in our last sitting after Lisa had come on, and I'm glad she mentioned it, because whatever she said in that moment, it was perfect, because it made me realize that some people might think if they come on, they'd just be the only one on. You don't have to be. We can have 10 people on, you know. But anyways, this is the link. To come into the live. And when you come on, I'll get a notification backstage. I will see you. No one else can see you. So you're perfectly fine. You understand? So you don't have to go on immediately if you want some time or whatever you need. You feel me? Whatever. I can put you up whenever you're ready. It's fine. And when you do come up, you can just initially, since we're just getting started, try and stick as much to the topic as you can of whatever we're talking about right now, because we're just sort of getting off the ground, you know, with the stream right now. And but we can go anywhere. But initially, I want to just kind of stay on some specifics. The Vicki Dillard thing, I can dispense up very quickly. She every once again sneaks onto my radar. I don't understand her and I don't get her. What I do appreciate about her is that she seems to be on the right side of the road. I mean, she's definitely a pro-Black sister. I don't know if she's married or not. I feel like I saw a ring. And the grace and peace thing and the little gavel is just all too much for me. I think initially whenever I saw her or somebody told me about her or something, I thought she's not serious, but she's serious. I don't know what her main thing is. If this is, it doesn't matter, but I give props to her because of this that I'm going to show you. You know, I've said to you, while they're still trying to seduce us with, don't vote for Biden, there's something else for you, you know, like we're just supposed to run to Trump. No, we're not that fucked up. We don't like Biden and we just don't vote for anybody. You see, what we should be doing is we should be cultivating and supporting our own candidates. If Black people just coalesced and said, we're going to pick somebody, let's just say Riza Islam. Let's just use him as an example. I don't think he would want to run for president. I don't know. I haven't talked to him. But we'll just use him as an example because he's worthy to be a leader. He is a leader. So the first thing we have to have is that one thing that your bitch ass don't have. Oh my God, is that unity? Oh my God. Well, I need to finish the story because we don't have that. So that's out. I'm sorry. Who? Somebody had their hand up in the back. Somebody had their hand up in the back. Thought somebody had something with somebody in the back. You see, but what we would do is if we could conjure this unity, this elusive unity, we would pick someone like him. We would have real leaders because we want no fucking leaders. The only one worthy to be even called a leader is Louis Farrakhan. Because in order to be a leader, you must have disdain for this white devil, and anyone who doesn't cannot lead us. You must hate the enemy. You must. So, but we would have a leader. In this case, it'd be Riza. And then we'd have other leaders that we would coalesce with who would, we would rake him over the coals. We would get him into a room, really pick him apart for like several months. Then we would have conventions and across the country just for our people only. No fucking allies, nobody that's not melanated, nobody don't look like us. Period. The end. It's a family event only, and take your shit. And we present this person in front of our people across all 50 states in every county, but you got to fund it. So we have a fund set up because he's got to have travel, and they have to have hotel, and they have to have food, and the stuff, so they can make this thing that I'm telling you about to be in front of our people. We dictate what it is we want. And then we then get into these houses of death known as these goddamn churches. And if the pastors won't act right, they come up missing. But whatever, we tell them this is what you're going to preach to your congregation. You're going to do it because you've been taking orders from this white devil. You're taking orders from us now. This is what's happening. And so when it comes to, then this funding is also required so we can get them on the ballot in all 50 states. You understand? Whatever party we want to call it, the reparations party, that just comes to mind right now, even. Whatever. And then we get on the ballot in all 50 states, and every Black person, man, woman, and goddamn child knows that this is our candidate. We're not concerned about anything else. We don't give a fuck about the DNC, the RNC, they mama, nobody. We are a sovereign group over here. We don't have shit to do with you. You know, no need to campaign to us. We have our own candidate. We are working out our own issues and what we want. Do you understand? We get to every fucking black member of Congress where they live. You understand? So they know we know where they live. And we tell them, this is how you're going to vote, or you won't be in Congress. And we start replacing them. Even if they do go along, we start replacing them because everybody up there is over the age of 60. I'm over it. We need younger people, younger blood, young. Then we vote for them and they win. Now, anybody can vote for our candidate. Just you don't decide the issues. We do. We decide that. We do. But anybody can vote for our candidate. But we win. Because as we know already, nobody can win without our vote. Malcolm was saying that when I wasn't even alive yet. He was telling you, we make the difference. Whatever we say, we can have whatever we want. We are the ones that make the difference. Just like you see Muslims flexing our muscle right now on Biden. You didn't call for no ceasefire, bitch. We're not voting for you. And we have numbers in critical states that make a difference to you. You will not be winning those states because the Muslims say so. And we don't have to coalesce. We are wired for righteousness because we fear our Creator and the last day. So nobody's got to cajole us and beg us into shit. We just do it. I've given you many examples over the years. We just do it. Every Muslim, I speak for every Muslim in this nation right now. Not a single one will vote for this fucker. Won't do it. Not going to happen. Definitely not voting for Trump. Because we are a people of conviction and we mean the shit that we say. You see? I set that whole thing up to say that this clip here of this bastard, because I was telling you, you know, there's Marianne Williamson is running, Cornel West is running, RFK is running, and there's these people that are running, that it's not just Joe Biden, but the Democrats don't want to give anybody else a chance to debate him or contest him at all. He's just the heir apparent. Nope, it's Joe Biden and that's it. We've decided it's done. They fucked us in 2016. They fucked us in 2020, and they're about to fuck you again in 2024. You understand? 2016, they were trying to give you sniper fire. Where the hell is this? Okay, it's not a problem. It's not a crisis. We'll just move to something else. But this is why you're definitely not voting for RFK. He's been all over the place. And I've mentioned but this is the ceiling. This is the sealer now. This seals it. Because he's, you know, it's like Dr. King said, he was quoting Dante. He said, the hottest places in hell are reserved for those who in a time of moral crisis maintain their neutrality. And he's trying to neutral his way, his non-able to speak ass all the way to the White House. I heard rumblings that Trump was considering him as his VP, and you know he's openly taking money from big PACs and things like that. His stance on Israel, because all white people agree on non-whites. I don't give a fuck who they are or what their lineage is or what they come from. They all agree on the niggers. You understand? And in this context, the niggers isn't just us. It's just anybody that's not their white ass. Okay, one of these is it. But it's fine. First, we'll see the shorter one in case it is it. And if not, then there's one that's just a little longer than this, and then that's fine. Let me just check. Okay, that's not it. Ah. I think we'll see the shorter one. Either one, they're both full of knowledge and are worthy of our critique. So we're going to go with that. It's just whenever you look for something, you never can find it. Okay, fine. Shut up, Jedi. All right, let's bring you in. Okay, let's just peep this first.
Judith Varney Shore. Do you know who she is? Former Israeli consul. And the meeting was recorded. I did multiple broadcasts on this.
Check
You can Google it. It'll pop up. She said a few years ago, as an Israeli government official, that the problem with Israel is Black American youth. No congressional hearing was had. We find out that the issue with the police department, many police officers in the United States are trained by the Mossad and Israeli soldiers. They come here and they fly over there. And they have actually traced credibly some of the training to some of the actual injuries and murders of our people here in these United States of America. And $4 billion every year since Israel's existence would be a hell of a down payment for our reparations. So I would say that to you, brother. And I would say to consider that America has no choice. And perhaps you were called for such a time as this, because you have a level of energy that has to do with justice and this unusual grouping of the danger that you pose to both sides could go further when you do right by us. So this resistance, last point that you have with reparations, this resistance that you have, if that isn't dealt with, you're going to run into problems in more ways than one.
Thank you, Vicki. And
the best prayer to attract wealth begins when you understand that the strongest energy in the universe is not thought, meditation, or even...
Okay, that's one. Didn't need to call him brother, and then, you know, and then of course she's on the Christian tip. That's dangerous, you know, again, but that's a woman. So if we are strong as men, then they can make some errors. You see, I'll explain what I mean about that in just a second. I want to get to the main one that got my attention and had me looking all over the internet for it. I was trying to find the entire thing. Apparently it doesn't exist anywhere, but it was an event that happened. Why can't I find it? Not understanding. We'll try this one. This is only 50 seconds though, so I don't really have a lot of faith in this. And she does this more than even Diana Ross. Diana Ross is the queen of this. Wonderful. And she doesn't really move the hair. She just kind of presses. Just it's a Diana Ross thing. Anyway.
And when it comes down to this notion of ceasefire, which is absolutely nothing at all, and your extraordinary and misguided defense of Israel, it is a serious problem. I want you to understand that whatever you decide to do, whoever it is that's backing you, And whatever your thought process, and no matter what you think about it, you're supposed to represent the people. And the majority of the people are telling you, no matter what you think about Israel, we said no. And we want to hear you say what we say,
Right.
In the majority. So whatever you individually think should not take precedent over the majority of us. And especially when you see folk like us talk, that should hold greater weight because of our unique position.
So I don't think my job is to do what people want me to do. I've never believed that. If that's the kind of leader that people want, then they should not vote for me. I'm going to do what I think is right. And everything I do, everything I've done throughout my career has shown that.
And when it comes down to this,
let us understand. So why are you running for president? Why are you even seeking anybody's support? Why do you even want to be elected if you're not there to do what anybody tells you to do? Because that's the whole reason you're elected, is to do exactly what the fuck the people say. Like, that's the whole reason. Newsflash, this is your only job. Do what the fuck we tell you. That's what the job description is. That it says that. But no. So no, we're not voting for your bitch ass. I wasn't voting anyways. Like I told you guys, I'm done. This isn't my country. But you heard him, and she was so good. And again, she had a defiance, a kind disrespect that must be in place whenever any of us deals with any of them. There was a dressing down in her tone. It was dictatorial even. This was everything for me. Hear it again.
And when it comes down to this notion of ceasefire, which is absolutely nothing at all, and your extraordinary and misguided defense of Israel.
Your extraordinary, misguided defense of Israel. Love her choice of words. Love everything. The accentuate. She's playing with the hair. Whatever she needs to do with that hair, I'm here for it. It's fine. You see? But she was indicting. She's looking directly at him. This was impressive to me. This makes my soul sing. You don't understand. It's just a little tiny, it's not even a dollop. It's not even, I mean, it's like a grain of salt, but damn it, when your soul is so hungry for anything of this nature, this is everything. Go on.
It is a serious problem. I want you to understand that whatever you decide to do, whoever it is that's backing you, that little, I suspect something, accentuating with the body language. Oh, she was brilliant. I don't know this sister, but this was everything. This was everything that I needed. I had my zinc, I had my B pollen, I had my vitamin D, I had my zinc. I had it all. I had it all. I want you to understand that whatever you decide to do, whoever it is that's backing you, and whatever your thought process, and no matter what you think about it, you're supposed to represent the people. And the majority of the people are telling you, no matter what you think about Israel, we said no.
I love that. We say no. I wonder if she had her gavel.
People are telling you, no matter what you think about Israel, we said no. And we want to hear you say what we say.
Amen.
In the majority notion of ceasefire, which is absolutely nothing at all. And your extraordinary and misguided defense of Israel. It is a serious problem. I want you to understand that whatever you decide to do, whoever it is that's backing you, and whatever your thought process, and no matter what you think about it, you're supposed to represent the people. And the majority of the people are telling you, no matter what you think about Israel, we said no. And we want to hear you say what we say in the majority. So whatever you individually think should not take precedent over the majority of us. And especially when you see folk like us talk, that should hold greater weight because of our unique position.
So I don't think my job is to do what people want me to do. I've never believed that. If that's the kind of leader that people want, then they should not vote for me. I'm going to do what I think is right. And everything I do, everything I've done throughout my career has shown that.
Typical white man. I know better than 320 million people because I'm a white devil. I know better than everybody. I've done that for my entire career. What career? Somebody find his career and tell me what he's done, because I don't. What has he done? I had to bring that. The moment I saw that, I think I saw it. I don't know where I saw it, but then I went looking for it and I found it on YouTube, thinking I could find the entire thing. Wasn't able to find it. But probably I don't need the whole thing, because that alone is extraordinary, you know. Yeah, he's not an option, dude. He's not an option for anybody that's going to vote, you know. He's just not an option. In fact, to my knowledge, he deviates from what we think we know of the Kennedys. You know, some of the most eloquent and passionate speeches given on behalf of the general populace was given by Ted Kennedy on the floor of the House before he passed, years before he passed. I used to love to go to cspan.com and just any day of the week, just let me go find out anything that Ted Kennedy has said. He just, oh man, to watch him speak was, and I know he's a criminal and he's probably, and he's whatever, but what I heard from him was the truth. Then add to that, along comes Obama, and it was all, ooh, because white people think they're supposed to be anointed. Because remember, the Kennedys are supposed to be Camelot and all of it. And who's he going to endorse and all of it? And there he was on stage with Obama endorsing him. I offer that because here now you have this bastard. Everything that he's done has been in conflict with what we know and have seen and what's been inferred from the Kennedys. You don't need to listen to the people at all, Robert. And if that's who they want somebody that does what the people say, then I'm not their lead. Really? So, I mean, I can't. You tell me what you think. I'm over it. I'm just fully over it. It was such a, I didn't want to say shocking because it was just some bullshit. Like, you know, and there should be blowback for that. Oh, but he's white, so it won't happen. I'm sorry. Whatever. Anyways, we're gonna go random now, everybody, because we got such a late start. We should have covered way more ground by now, but for our technical glitch at the damn beginning. So we're gonna go random. And let's hear now a quick clip from my Pisces sister. And I just love it just because it's like, stop cowering away. There's nobody greater than us on this planet, everybody. And that's not just because the Jedi says so. It's because Allah has shown us in everything that he's done relating to us. You are it. You are it. And if we could get our spiritual house in order, then we would unquestionably be his favorite, because Allah has said to us, we say God loves everybody the same. No, he doesn't. The ones that Allah loves the most is those who are most obedient to him, those who are pious and who submit to him and worship him and he alone. Do you understand? The good child, if you will. You understand? If you're out there robbing cars and going to jail every 5 minutes, your parents don't love you as much as your damn twin sister who does nothing wrong and gets straight A's in schools, on the dean's list, everything else, holding down a job, perfect, keeps her room clean, does it all, is obedient, you know. That's the favorite. It is. You see? So he has given us, we're the first people Then he has given us all of the richest land ever to be stood on by a human being. We have it. It's us. It's us. Nobody is more talented in any field. I don't care if it's comedy, professional speaking, sports, entertainment, you name it. There's nobody more accelerant or excellent than us. And no one looks better than us. Give a fuck what they got going on or what they look like. No one looks better than us. Our women, we're the only people who have a smorgasbord. I saw these two brothers who, it was a news story from whenever it was, that were somehow separated at birth or adopted or something. And anyways, but later they both are in the military. Turns out one of them was the commander over the other one. They didn't know they were related, blah, blah, blah. It was when I saw their women, because the main one, who was like a 2-star general or something now and looks like a model, but and he's light skinned, so I'm like, oh, damn. And plus the way he talked. But then I seen his queen, light skinned sister, but she was a sister. You feel me? And then the same with his brother. His brother also had a woman who almost looks like his brother's wife. So they almost picked the same woman. But I mentioned it because even when I saw that, I just thought, yet again, like, there is no reason for us to date anybody else. We have anything you want. A black woman comes in that silhouette or phenotype or whatever you need, that hue, whatever you need, we have it. So we have been given it all. We are superior. We are. And so hear quickly what my Pisces sister had to say about it.
I'm a black woman. I come from a black woman who came from a black woman who came from a black woman, and I'm going to give birth to a black woman. We're impeccable. We are impeccable. We're special, and the world is going to have to deal with that.
I love that so much.
I
And
come
everybody
from a
else
black
is gonna have to deal with it. I love that so much. We don't need to apologize for our excellence, dude. You understand? Or dumb ourselves down or say we're all the same. Fuck that. I'm better than you. I am. And I wasn't going to tell you until you wanted to start bringing this shit up. But now I got to just let you know I'm better than you. So there, you know, I mean, no. And I've consistently preached, don't buy into that nonsense, everybody, because it's not true. It's not true at all. I'm also sick and tired of, they're running away too much now with the Diddy thing, dude. I've done my piece on Diddy, my preliminaries. Like, you know, we've not gotten to anything substantial outside of the raids. And, you know, until there's an arrest or an actual indictment or charge, I'm kind of over it. But I also feel like that there's too much embellishment going on. I just saw, the latest thing I heard was that the father from Family Matters was supposed to have been, Diddy got him. Listen, everybody, there's a thing called desire. And I've preached on this at length till I'm blue over the years. Desire. Desire is a very powerful emotion. And it can be for personal gain. It can be for love. It can be for sexual gratification. It can be for material, just desire. When you desire something, desire. Want is something else. Would like to have is something. Desire. Now you're in something very powerful. Desire. Even the word, hear it, say it to yourself. Desire. Say it. Desire. It doesn't even, it feels like something else even to say it. Desire. 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 You see? And so for all of the, now it's just turning into Diddy is just, you walk down the street and Diddy's on you. You know, I mean, it's gotten that ridiculous almost. And even the TD Jakes things, the TD Jakes thing was too far for me. Even the Rick Ross thing was too far for me. Because whatever Diddy's sexual prowess is, there has to be desire in order for in order for there to even be an act. You know, how many times you see a couple that's been married for a while, and then either the woman or the husband at some point might be saying, like, you know, he's not coming after me no more. She's not coming after me no more. She ain't really initiating and stuff like that, because desire has waned. Desire. That's why, well, but to stay on course. But so Diddy is not a model. He's one step above being unattractive. You know, it's hard to tell because he's just it's just his fucked up eyebrows and that long jaw. Like, it's just, I don't know. But nonetheless, he is youthful and he's wealthy. He's famous. And so you can have anybody you want. And whether it's a bicycle or a car or a plate of food, when you get to a certain level of financial and material freedom, you kind of want the best of everything. You see, including the people you have intercourse with. Rick Ross, I don't see even how a woman is desiring Rick Ross. As a man, as a Muslim, I grow my beard, but I don't ever want my beard to be something that is disgusting or gross for my woman. You know what I mean? Like, I'm never going to have hair just all over my lip and just, I mean, I need to leave my lips available to be kissed so she can kiss me, so I can kiss her without it being a problem. I keep my hair soft so that if it touches her, it's, you see? And here you have this fur ball coming at you with a Rick Ross. Not understand. And then the father from Family Matters, T.D. Jakes, for all the brilliant speaker that he is, looks like he stank. He just looked like he stank. He just do. I mean, like a stench that no matter how much he bathes, you can't get rid of it. Like, it's just in the skin and it's not coming out type of stank. T.D. Jakes. His head looks like a ham hock or a pig's ass. I mean, no. So they're rolling out all these people, you know. We've all heard the audio tape, I presume by now, of which is supposed to be Diddy and Meek Mill. You know, I don't know. You know, we don't have video, so it could be Meek Mill, it could not be. It could be Diddy, it could not be. I mean, I don't know. But they're just running away too far with it now. And I just, to button this up, just to say, let us remember that whatever fucking Diddy is doing with his penis is never going to come close to all of the shit that white people have done and continue to do. The untold millions and millions and millions of people that they have murdered off the earth with their disease and military and violence and shit. I really don't give a fuck what Diddy has done. Unless there's innocent children involved, then that's a legal matter. It's still not something to be, ooh, did you see what Diddy did? Because that goes on in the atmosphere of this white devil. This is their society. This is their crack house, everybody. I keep telling you this. This is their crack house. You can't be surprised at what goes on in a fucking crack house. That's like you don't even be a crack house. Maybe that's too much for you to understand. Just you walk into a bar, you know, and you are outraged that people are drinking. You're in a bar. Take your bitch ass back outside. Because this is what goes on in a bar. So don't go in there and get all holy and righteous. Like, you can't believe what they're doing in a bar. Oh, they were doing shots. Oh, it's a bar. You see? So that's how I contextualize this environment. I've warned you, admonished you against using this word world when you proclaim all the calamity that's happening to humanity. This bitch. Then you go and study and see what's happening outside of here. But the shit you're talking about is only here 99% of the time. You see? This is the crack house. So I just can't get worked up. You'll forgive me if I just can't get worked up that Puffy is sleeping with any and everybody. I just can't get worked up over it. I'm just not. Let me just see if I can get worked up. Let me see. Because I'll be fair about it. Let me just take some time and see if I can get worked up over it. Nope, I can't get worked up over it. You saw me try. You saw me try. You saw me try. You saw me. Now, if there's children involved, then that's a legal matter, and then that should be dealt with. And it should definitely be dealt with. But it still is not like, oh, you know. I mean, we just have to keep things in perspective. Damn it. Here's another piece. Again, going down the random road. Let me see if there's any comments I've missed. Ray Supreme. A big shout out to you, brother. Ray Supreme. And I don't know if I said it to you, Ray. But I followed up on the dude you told me about in one of our sittings. I don't know, a few sittings back. I feel like he's a rapper or something, or a gang member or something that had become Muslim. Yeah, man. The very interesting video. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. And I was impressed with the brother and all of that. Yeah, definitely. What else did I miss? I think it was at Miss Christie. Oh, Jada. I'm crying real tears right now. I was tearing up when I was saying to you, Jada. You say, I'm crying real tears right now. I love you too, and God willing, we will meet one day. May Allah make it so, from our mouths to his ears, Jada. And for anybody that doesn't know Jada, this is an outstanding, beautiful sister. You know, again, she's one of them sisters that her beauty is just like, oh, and that. Kind of like Janet. Like, I love everything about Janet. And she's beautiful. You know, or Michelle Obama. Like, she's impressive, blah, blah, blah. And she's beautiful. You know what I mean? Jada is beautiful. She's a smart, talented, young woman. She's funny. She's got an intuition and an intuity about her that is just enjoyable. You can't know her and not feel something. She's just one of them souls, you know. I just love Jada so much. I do. And we used to act a fool back when I was doing, back when I had cable, and when OWN had the haves and have-nots, and If Loving You Is Wrong and all that on, we would act a fool. We should be locked up just for that alone. They might be coming for us, Jada. Have your things packed just in case. You never know. You don't know. You can't tell. Andrea, she is a fraud and a scammer, Jedi. Who's a fraud and a scammer? Who did I show that? You talking about Vicki, Dillard, or Rihanna? Those are the two women I've shown. Supreme Goddess Nani. We are. Yes, we are. We are. And I love that she, I don't know what the content, that's the other thing I hate about Twitter and Instagram. These short clips, no context. And if it's something really interesting, you don't know how it ended. Somebody falls up down something, you don't know, were they okay? What, you know, I hate it. I hate that. I hate that about Instagram and Twitter. I hate it. Yes, we are everything. We are everything. We are it. It's us. And everybody wants to hitch their wagon to us, but they don't want to be us. And somebody made a very good point, you guys. It was a sister. I'm sure I saved it. Hopefully I can just let her tell you. But it was so perfect because I've been around this issue. But again, sometimes you can be right in front of something and you just don't get it. And this sister, it's so perfect because she's saying, I'll start setting it up for you just in case I don't find it. I know I saved it. I just know how, when I save stuff, how it lines it up in the order I saved it, or is it random? So I'm scrolling. But I've said, first I'll tell you what I've said, and then I'll tell you what she said. I've said, why are they so obsessed with using the N-word? And I've said, there are other derogatory terms for other cultures that they're not pressed to say those. Why? Why do you want to say this word? You see? And then I've ended in saying, because they want to be a part of everything that we do, and blah, 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 blah. This sister goes a little further than that, because she's saying that it's kind of that, but she goes further. She's saying, why aren't they looking up these other terms? And she was like, there's many of them, but she didn't want to say it because it was TikTok or something. And she was like, how come they're not looking up these other terms to use those on other people? And how come they not, why don't you just use the derogatory terms for yourself? Like, if we're going to call each other nigga, why don't you, she didn't, now this next part she didn't say, but this is what she was inferring. Then why don't y'all call each other cracker, or in my white devil, you know, or whatever. Like, why don't y'all call each other that? Why don't you say that? You know, like, so like, you know, Latinos should call each other, you know, spick or wetback or something. Whatever their derogatory term is, they should use that for each other. Why do you need our derogatory term that we now use, not in a derogatory context? Why do you need ours? Oh, it was delicious. Let's see if I have it. It was so perfect. And wait. Oh, before we go to that, we have to see this. And then we'll continue to look for that sister. Ooh, is that? Yeah. This is an interracial child who is calling bullshit on interracial relationships. I love it. And we need to hear more from the honest interracial child, because, you know, these people trying to pass as white. Like, there was something I was watching, the sister, she goes, I'm part Italian, and my mom's something else. Bitch, when is the last time anybody came to say, oh my God, I thought you were Italian? Oh my bad, I thought you were Italian. Never. It didn't happen. I never met you. I'm telling you, it never happened. I can't see this.
Got done crying because I had a fight with one of my family members. I just wanted to come on here and say, Black men and white women, please stop fetishizing each other and having children. You guys bring children into this world with no intention of actually supporting them how they need to be supported. And a lot of the times, a random ass white girl that you choose to knock up is racist, and so is her family. You're bringing a Black child into this world with one parent that cannot relate to them, doesn't know what it's like to be them. They're a white person, not even a person of color. And when these
we'll start over, we have maximum volume now.
Crying because I had a fight with one of my family members, I just want to come on here and say, Black men and white women, please stop fetishizing each other and having children. You guys bring children into this world with no intention of actually supporting them how they need to be supported. And a lot of the times the random ass white girl that you choose to knock up is racist, and so is her family. You're bringing a black child into this world with one parent that cannot relate to them, doesn't know what it's like to be them. They're a white person, not even a person of color. And when these relationships are based on fetishes, obviously that white person has no intention of learning about black identity or doing anything to be anti-racist or support their children. It's so frustrating to have to deal with constant racial gaslighting and erasure of my identity. The constant microaggressions too, but the gaslighting is definitely the worst. And there's nothing I can do but be isolated. Like, what am I supposed to do? Go continue to be around them even though they refuse to learn and be a subject of their racism? I'm not going to do it. Stop fucking fetishizing black men, white women, and interracial babies. It's fucking traumatizing.
Love it.
I got done crying because I had a fight with one of my family members. I just want to come on here and say black men and
Love it. It's starting over there, so we don't need that. Black Winter, a big shout out to you, Queen. Yes, I think you're responding to RFK's non-able to speak ass. He wants power. Ray Supreme, you say, oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, he's a gang member from one of the craziest neighborhoods in Brooklyn. Yeah, but he was, I appreciated him, man. I'm so pleased. Like, wow. Oh, man. I'm pulling for him. You know, hopefully he will stay. And I feel like he will stay on it because you can just, there were some things. I'm like, he's going to be successful. He'll be successful Muslim. He will be. He will be. He will be. Andrea says, yes, Vicki. Cheryl, I'm here. Good to see you here this weekend, Jedi. I went through hell to get here, Cheryl. Y'all don't know. Ray, to see where he came from to where he's going really moved me. I had to share the video with you. I'm so glad you did. And if I, because I know I saved it, I just have to scroll and find it, but if so, I might just play a little bit of it, Ray, just so everybody else knows what we're talking about, you know. Cheryl, you say this biracial girl who is actually black under the system of global phenomenon of white supremacy, speaking the truth about those interracial relationships. Yeah. You know, like you cannot be fulfilled in that. You cannot be. Love starts with self, everybody. Love starts with self. If it doesn't begin with self, it can't last. You can't love nobody if you have not mastered love of self first. That's first of all. That's first. But for you to love yourself, you must know what love is. So you must have been given the right understanding of love, you know, so that you can know what it is. And with that comes the proper rearing of value of self and respect of self, cherishing oneself, understanding the temple in which your vessel resides in, and things like that, the proper relationship with the divine. These things all allow you to appreciate even yourself. If you can't even get to the love part, you know, originally, just you appreciate yourself. But you have to have the right signals. There's a lot of people wandering the earth now to have no idea what love is. They've not even considered self-love. They're only looking outside of themselves, you see. And among them would be these people that you see hugged up with somebody that don't look a goddamn thing like them. I'm over it. Yeah, I can't. Okay, that we won't show just because this is of value to you, because I've said to you over the years, the Constitution for all these damn redneck white devils, especially these MAGA types, these Republicans who claim, for me, we got to get back to the Constitution. We got to get back to the Constitution. Okay, spell Constitution. How about that? They can't. All right, then fine, you can't spell it. That's okay, Bubba. All right, quote something from Constitution. Still can't do it. Okay, all right. What are you talking about? You see? So the Constitution says that we have a right of travel, everybody. The right of unimpeded travel. That means you're not supposed to be stopped along the way and let me see your ID and the bullshit. The right of travel. So as it relates to the public road, first of all, the DMV is an illegal heist just to fucking set up and take your money. You understand? They're not a government agency. They are not. They are just set up to fucking take your money. That's it. You're driving on the public road. If you're not using it for limousine, Uber, Amazon, UPS, something that makes money, you don't need a driver's license. You need a fucking registration. Period. But you can't get the collective to understand this, just like you saw at COVID. People who were friendly to you the week before suddenly were on the side of, I can't, and we're ready to take your life because of a fucking mask. You see, you found out who people really were. A lot of people did. This is that. So it's, if you have people, just because something becomes normal or habitual doesn't make it right with anything. Well, honey, I've always cheated every Friday on you. That don't make it right. We're in a marriage. She's out the door. So you can't get, because America is the dumbest population, and then you have less chance of cooperation because you add the advent of white people. You add that. So who are the most resistant to truth of any type. You know, I cite for you. Now, only now, with the advent of Trump, you hear them saying fake news. The news media is lying to us. Bitch, you should just talk to black people. I've only known that since I've been alive. Since I was old enough to know what the media was, that's a lie. That's as old to me as me. I can't. Now you think they not telling the truth? Now? You know, I mean, so the DMV is not supposed to be enforcing anything at all. There's no such thing as a traffic infraction, everybody, or speeding ticket or any of the bullshit. You see? I mean, this speaks to that. And it looked a little sketchy for a minute there, I have to tell you. But it's worth it. See this now. Very surprising too. Very surprising. But I tell you guys, the American public is the dumbest population of people assembled anywhere on planet Earth. The Jedi mind trick is not just something out of a movie, everybody. It's real. When you add free will, human will, to the ability to use your intellect, with that, you have vocabulary, skill set. You're able to identify when someone is in front of you who is lower on the totem pole than you intellectually, who is weak of mind and spirit, i.e. free will, and you override them with your will. Case in point, a few weeks ago, I was over at this market where I finally found some fresh, whole catfish. The fins, the head, it's the entire fish is there. There he is. And they had been, you know, I pick out my fish, and then they, if I want the head cut off and the fins, they'll do that for me, and the tail or whatever, and then they weigh it. And you give me that price. Last time I was there, suddenly they don't want to do it. So I go, well, let me talk to your boss then. Brings out the one boss. He comes out. Oh, we can't do it. He already came out with no on his face. As soon as he's coming out, I already see his no on his face. I see the no. I see the no. I see the no. And sure enough, he's like, we can't do it because we can't. And they're letting you know. And I'm like, but you could just do it for me this time, man. Like, I've been coming here, you know, getting this fish since y'all opened, you know, they opened up, I don't know, a few months ago. And let me talk to somebody that's over you. So here now it's a chick coming out. Here she comes. I'm sure she looks like she's the head butcher, meat person, And as soon as she comes around the corner, I already see no in her body language and in her face and everything. It's no. I'm not a man who takes no when I know there can be a yes on anything ever. So I'm trying to use my Jedi mind trick on them, but they're so full of prejudice, but now they're united in their no against me. So it's harder for my energy to penetrate that. I'm aware of it. So I go, okay, that's fine, you know. And then the guy that was helping me, who was very nice, I go, all right, now that by then they already cut the head off. So I go, put it on, let me see, take the head out, let me see how much it is without the head. It's a $4 difference, homie. That's $4. That's $4. That's a lot of money. So I asked him. So he's very, you know, contrite and very apologetic. He kind of looking like, man, I wish could have did something, you know, which you really could have. You could have just done the shit and nobody else would have known. You could have just went back there and had them cut the head off, brought it back, took the head out, charged me the price, put the head back in there, and I'm out the door. I'm good. You feel me? But you didn't, which means your house has to be burned now. It's nothing I could do. It's above me now. I wish I could help. I wish I could help. I'm in the business to help, but I wish I could help. So now I'm even more determined because I see that this is a $4 price difference. $4 and some change, really. Just the head was that I'm not going to fix. You feel me? And although there is some African soups and stuff like that they make, that the fish head is supposed to be so delicious. I don't know those recipes yet, so I can't do it. Anyway, so I get up to the front of the store, and I ask one of the chicks, I go, who's the manager here? But now I'm throwing out names because when they had their grand opening, I met their district manager. His name is Trayvon. He's a black man. I was expecting like Conchita to come when I asked the security guard that's there, you know, I want to talk to the manager because I wanted to congratulate them on yet another success for Latinos, and their store was beautiful and it's perfect and everything's perfect. And I just wanted to give props, you know. And so he was radioing, and then I see this Latina lady coming towards me, but I see the brother, but I'm not really paying him no mind because I'm focusing on the chick. That must be her. Until she's going towards the door, and I'm like, where's she going? What? He goes, oh no, it's. So the guy comes and goes, hi, how can I help you? I'm like, you're the district. I go, you're the manager. He goes, I'm actually the district manager. I was like, what's your name, brother? And his name is Trayvon, blah, blah, blah. We had a conversation. I'm like, why can't we do this? We had this whole thing. So now I'm dropping names. Now digress back to the original story. So now I'm dropping this name. When I asked for the manager, you know, when I go, yeah, because I go, is it Trayvon? I know he's not the store manager. He's the district manager, so he's not going to be in the store right now. But I'm throwing this out there because I want them to know I know who he is. And so what was her name? I can't remember her name now. She comes up, she's giving me that distant body language, like as if I stink or something. And I'll just call her Alyssa for right now. I can't think of her name. Young Latina chick. And like, you know, I've been coming here to buy this fish, and you guys have it's the best fish. You can't get anywhere else in town. And, you know, you guys have done such a wonderful job at your store. Give them a little something. Always schmooze them a little bit. Make people feel good about themselves. And blah, blah, blah. I'm throwing out Trayvon's name, this and the third. I go, you know, and I came all the way from home, and, you know, if I'd have known it before I got over here, but they've done it every time. It's just that now they're springing it on me. So it's a little traumatic for me. And, you know, and I'm reading her because I need to know what words I need to say to her. Long story short, Jedi, she goes, I go, because if they would get rid of this, then I wanted 2 of them, you know, like I don't pay $11 and something for one. Take off that, I can get it. I can get 2 of them if I want, you know. She goes, hold on a second. So she took the bag. I didn't know if I should follow her or not. I just waited up front. A little while later, here she comes. She's got my 2 fish in the bag, and both of them together are $11. Pay the cashier and run for the car, bitch. You understand what I'm telling you? So, I mean, so what was going to be $22 is now $11 and change. And I got 2 huge whole catfish. Never take no when there can be a yes. Don't ever do it. Don't ever do it. But be tenacious. You understand? If you just want people to give up all the time, that's how shit goes. And that's what happens with our driving laws. People won't, if everybody, listen, they can't kill everybody. They can't lock up everybody. They can't do all the shit that you could think be the worst. They can't do to everybody. So if enough people stand, we win. There's more of us than them. So with that in mind, see this clip.
The reason I'm pulling you over is you got some dark tits on. I just want to see license, registration, proof of insurance. I'm
Let me check the volume.
Yes. Yes.
Hi, you can roll it down?
No.
I can't really see in there.
It's okay. Can I get your license, registration, proof of insurance? Excuse me? Can I get your license, registration, proof of insurance? Oh, I don't got license, registration. Okay. What's the registration to this car? Like, what state is it? What is your reason for pulling me over? You have tints on your front 2 windshields. Tints on my front 2 windshields? Okay, is that a reason for pulling me over? Yes. It's a New York State violation. That's a New York City violation? Okay. Well, I'm in my vehicle right now. I understand that, but you have tinted windows. You cannot have tinted windows on New York State. Okay. I'm not in New York State. You are in New York State? No, I'm saying I don't have license registration. Okay. Yeah. All right. Give me 1 second. Huh? What seems to be the problem, officer? Like I explained to you, you have tinted windows. Okay, so if that's the problem, but that don't require for you to be pulling me over. Because y'all was behind me. There's a lot of cars riding by me right now. Your plate does not have a state. It's a custom plate that does not have a state. So I cannot. I don't drive. I'm a sovereign citizen. I'm a national, so I don't have to have plates. I can decorate my car any way I want. So what's the hold up? Can I ask you what you're doing? So why are you running my plates? That's illegal. That's illegal. You don't supposed to be running no plates. If I violated no crime, y'all don't supposed to be running no plates. That's a violation.
But sir, the plate doesn't come back.
But y'all don't supposed to be running no plates. I didn't violate no crime. Even if it was a tinted window, y'all don't supposed to run no plates. I just counted 10 cars.
You're being combative with that.
I'm not being combative, but you have the tint card on you? I'm not from here. I don't have tinted card. I don't answer questions.
You have ID on you?
I don't answer questions. I don't answer questions. He's a sovereign citizen, so.
Say it again?
He's a sovereign citizen, he's claiming.
That's fine. We're not saying he's not.
Yeah, I don't.
But when your plate doesn't come back to your vehicle.
I don't have. Listen, I
can't really hear you, but.
I said I could decorate my car the way I want to.
No, it's fine. You have to have a plate on your vehicle.
I don't have to have no plate. I could decorate my car the way I want.
You don't have to have a plate? Interesting. You have a driver's license? You're driving with no driver's license? I mean, we're just having a conversation. You don't have a driver's license?
I plead the fifth.
I can't hear you.
I said I plead the fifth.
Well, you're actually entitled to produce a driver's license, Alice.
I can show you ID.
What? I told him over
there. I can show you ID.
Yeah, if you have ID.
Yes, I can show you ID.
So when you have a vehicle, you have to produce ID. Do you have a valid driver's license?
I can show you my ID. I don't give up my passport.
See.
You can see it. I don't give up my passport.
Sir, you don't
So
have a driver's
license? I got a passport. I got my ID.
Do you have a driver's license?
I plead the fifth.
Okay, so what is your name, sir? Let me see your ID again.
I plead the fifth. I'm on tape letting them know I plead the fifth. My Fifth Amendment right is said I don't have to speak because they put their lights on behind.
Well, you actually are. You're not producing any driver's license to us. You're telling us you don't need a plate on your vehicle.
I struck my Fifth Amendment right. Nobody listened to me when I said I pleaded the fifth. I don't got no first name. I pleaded the fifth. I pleaded the fifth. I'm pleading the fifth.
Okay.
Now, he's very ineloquent, but that doesn't matter. Just hear this.
What is all this for, officer?
What's that?
What's all this for?
I explained to you that the reason you're being pulled over is for the tints. You asked for identification. You provided identification to my partner. So we're going from there, all right? So give us 1 second. We'll get you on your way.
Okay. Okay, I have a question. I'll let you know. I'm trying to figure it out. Right. Well. Okay. All right.
They brought the brother.
Okay. All right.
I'm over it.
You showed me my passport. So, you saw his passport, right?
Yes, I got it on camera.
Well, I didn't get your first name, sir. I have to do a report.
You don't have to do no report on me, ma'am. And I plead the fifth. I showed you my ID.
Sir, I just got to the scene area.
All right.
Civil with you. Can I just see your passport, please?
I showed it to her already.
Huh?
I just showed it to her.
All right, well, I'd like to see it now.
I don't show it twice.
Huh?
I plead the fifth.
Please, okay?
Yes.
Why is that? I would like to identify you.
Fifth Amendment right is being violated. I identified myself 2 times already.
Sir, you're on a public highway.
No, I invited myself 2 times. It doesn't mean a public highway. I pleaded the fifth. That means you cannot question me no more.
So we're allowed to identify you.
I identified myself already, sir.
I just got to see that.
I identify myself with 2 other officers. I don't have to keep identifying myself. It's not against the law to keep. You don't have to keep identifying yourself. You don't have to keep identifying yourself.
Can you do me a favor?
Sure. This is what we're going to do, all right? I understand you're claiming you're a sovereign citizen and stuff like that. Just so you know, tints in New York State you cannot have in the front windshield, the front 2 windows of your vehicle, all right? You cannot have any sort of tints. It's illegal in New York State, all right? So what we're going to do is we're going to let you go with a warning. We're going to document everything that we stopped you and all that, all right?
Okay.
Have a great day.
Peace out. And that's how y'all do it. And that's how y'all do it. Just like that, y'all. Y'all see? You stand on yours. Stand on it. Stand on it.
Now, that's easier said than done. This brother's balls are made of steel and granite and diamond. I'm hearing we're getting readings of iron is what we're getting. I'm being told just off camera we're getting readings of iron as well. There's some bauxite. There's some things going on. But anyway, you got to have balls of steel to stand your ground like that. He's got a swarm of police around him, and anybody could get hot-headed. You know, they could have, we're going to snatch you out of the car and, you know, and all that. Luckily, that didn't happen. But that's exactly it. And sadly, as I've said to you many times in the past, these people out there calling themselves law enforcement, drop the law. Just call yourself enforcement. Call yourself goons. Call yourself a gang. Don't add law. Because you've not been to law school. You don't know the law. Most importantly, you're wearing a fucking American flag on most of your uniforms, and you don't know the fucking Constitution. You don't know it. That was 100% the way it's supposed to go. That's the way it's supposed to go. I don't need to identify myself. I don't need to. I don't need to. I don't need to. I don't need to. And you go about your way. You know. But constitutionally, you do not need a driver's license or a registration. This is just fleecing the public. They're sitting right now as I'm talking to you and conjuring how else to monetize our existence. Oh, you're breathing. That costs. Your blood circulation, that costs. You see? They sell us water that falls from the heavens in a bottle. I'm over it. Where am I? Where am I? Who am I? Cheryl, Jedi, I had a really fucked up day, big bro. Well, you can always come on camera and tell me about it, Cheryl. Love to hear it. I'm sorry. You say these children in interracial relationships tend to have racial identity issues or grow up confused. And I also did a very excellent piece. I think it was on my other channel, y'all. I don't know if it's on this channel. I think it was on my old channel. But I brought you an extended article that was laying out from their white science that children who are interracial, white and black, have the highest incidences of suicide. They're acting out. They're most susceptible to alcoholism, drug use, all the shit. Like they're the worst thing on earth. You understand? Because there's a psychology that comes with these people that does not mix with ours. By nature, we are a loving, trusting, inviting, God-fearing people. You know, when you peel away the bullshit that's been visited upon us. And so, you know, no, we're not here for that. Miss Christie, I think my ex left me for a white bitch or some other race. All the biracial people I know are a little touched. Boom. And I just backed it up scientifically for you, Miss Christie. Black Winter says, I believe that. I mean, it's the truth, you know, and they're reporting on it. It's their science. They're telling it. Oh, this I love. Of two things. A few things. First of all, the police here are some bullshit. That's first. So that's just first. But notice how, and I bring in this because I've seen it so many times that I'm like, okay, I need to present this. Because I even saw it with some Muslim brothers who found out where some Israeli soldiers lived at in the UK. and went to their apartments to confront them. Like they were waiting outside their apartments. And then when one of them finally showed up, or a couple of them or something like that, they were talking shit to them and, you know, chastising them. And so they called the police. Instead of the police coming and being like we would see here, I've seen it time and time again in the UK, where they come and they do what you would think they're supposed to do, sort it out. Sort it out. I don't ever see them come with an asshole thing or, you know, escalating shit. They just, you know, and this is an example of that. This is a Zionist fuck. There's a huge pro-Palestinian rally going on, and he wants to show up with this little fucking yarmulke on his head. You see? Nah. They're talking about, ooh, there's an increase in anti-Semitism. No, there's not. Because nobody's checking for your bitch ass. This is just like the gay people and the transgenders and all the other bullshit. Nobody's checking for your ass. So you want to pop up in everybody's face. Every time you turn around, oh, you're in my face. All right, I'm just walking along eating lunch. Oh, there they are again. Oh, you know, they're just popping up. Now you're on our fucking nerves. You're on our nerves. And that's what's happening. And they've just put themselves on a bigger scale with the murder and genocide that they are carrying out in Gaza against the Palestinians, you know. And I remind you, the Palestinians aren't just Muslim, everybody. There's Palestinian Christians and there's Palestinian Jews. You understand? See this now, how they handled this. This was so perfect. And the title of it was, what is the title of it? We'll find out. We're about to find out. Damn it. The title is UK police threaten to arrest Jews wearing a kippas because they appear to be Jewish. That's not why. Hear why. Hear the truth of it now.
You are quite openly Jewish. This is a pro-Palestinian march.
You're quite openly Jewish. This is a pro-Palestinian march. Look at the fucking piece of shit right there. I am not accusing you of anything. But I'm worried about the reaction to your presence. That's exactly what he would be there for. Talk about law or peacemakers, or what do they call it? What the fuck else do they call these fucking murderers? Whatever. Something with peace in it. That's a joke. All right, where's my... I may have to call for my nurse. But I'm worried about the reaction to your presence. There, damn it, don't go fast. There's a unit of people here now. You'll be escorted out of this area so you can go about your business. Go where you want freely. Or if you choose to remain here because you are causing a breach of peace with all these other people, you will be arrested. They will discuss this with you. So now the fucking Zionist fuck says, if I remain here, you will arrest me. That's what he just said, fuck ass. Then the cop says, because your presence here is antagonizing a large group of people, that we can't deal with all of them. If they attack you, or if they, because your presence is antagonizing them. Now they're calling him Nazi. They're, you know, the crowd is, you know, doing exactly what the cop is telling them. You need to get your bitch ass up out of here because your presence with your little fucking pasty hat on is causing a commotion right here.
Watching your movement.
I'm watching your movement.
That's right.
This man says he's going to start following me around That's not what he said. He just said, we're watching your movement. And you see how immediately the fork-tongued devil says something that's absolutely not the truth, because that's their first inclination is to unrighteousness. They're the definition of deception and lies. The very definition. It's the reason why the words even exist is because they exist. He says he's going to follow me around now and watching my movements.
That's right. We're all going to watch your movements.
We're all going to watch your movements.
Wait. No, the police ain't going to help you in this scenario.
And then it starts over. You see, you want something special. You're not getting it. No, bitch. You see, that's how you handle the shit. But they would never do that here in this godforsaken piece of shit for a country. Just wouldn't happen. Andrea, you say, what about the crackers? What about the cracker man that set himself on fire in New York City? Who, Andrea? Tell me who. And also somebody sent me something about this Uber driver, this lady who they were both the victims of somebody that we don't know, because somebody made a phone call to the fucker or something. She's an Uber driver going there thinking she's got a delivery. He comes out thinking that she's the one that threatened him or something. He pulls a gun. She has no idea what's happening. And he shoots her dead, man. This is important for reasons that will become obvious. But none of y'all should be at goddamn at Walmart, because it's one of the many companies that we read off that support this shit-stained illegal heist in the illegal land heist in the desert known as Israel. And so you shouldn't be at Walmart. You know, now, if you live someplace and the only fucking thing you can go to is Walmart, I can't really chastise you.
And to prove I'm not full of shit.
Now, they're showing the title of this is discovers that Walmart has been inflating the weight of meat by over double. This is very important. Listen, since I was a child, especially my stepmother, my second stepmother, she was Miss Everything with everything. And so when we go to the grocery store, she would literally teach us and quiz us on, you know, like, if this says 6 ounces for this amount, and this is 16 ounces for this amount, and this one is 20 ounces for this amount, which one is the best buy? You know, which one should you buy? Stuff like that. You know, weighing everything. Then one of the other big ones was when we were at the register. You're not supposed to be doing anything but watching every fucking thing that goes across that scanner to see if what you know it costs is what it's ringing up. It's in me. Like, I'll say hello to the cashier, a pleasantry or something, and I'm watching. And how many times did she piss people off because they were going too fast? You know, you're going too fast. You're going too fast. And they would get pissed at her. She didn't give a fuck. She's like, no, slow it down, go back. And, you know. So this is what she's showing. Now you see it's $23.76, but it's it's 4.78 pounds. 4.78 pounds.
And to prove I'm not full of shit, here we go. 4.78 pounds.
She put it on the scale. It's 2.22 pounds.
0.2 pounds. 4.78. 2.2. Let's look at the other one. 4.9. 2 pounds. Walmart is getting us. Right? They're screwing us.
So not just Walmart, but anywhere that you go, watch that. You know, I mean, pay attention, dude. You know, it's enough that people are being ripped off by everything. Oh, we got to skip to something that we missed in one of our previous sittings. We have to go to that now, right now. Stop the press, stop the earth. This we must go to now. I want your feedback on this. This is powerful. Oh my God, subhanAllah. Let me find it. Oh man, that breaks my heart too. I want to show you. Oh man. Oh, this you got to see, everybody. If we don't do shit else, this we must do. While I'm looking for this, know this. I'm sure you guys have all seen the alleged Trump went to Chick-fil-A in Atlanta. Know what's in front of you, everybody. That whole thing was staged. The entire thing. How do you know that, Jedi? How dare you say these things to us? Well, I know that because if you look at the video, you'll see that when he walks in, this is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something else. I'm just filling in while I'm finding what I want to show you. When he walks in, the entire staff is at the counter. They were expecting somebody. So in walks Trump, and it's just everything's on him. He's buying milkshakes and he's buying Chick-fil-A for everybody. It's just rounds for everybody, like he's the big spender, you know. And then here comes the black bitch, and she must be a black bitch anytime you act outside of what is good for the culture. So here comes the black bitch, as it were. There she was. We don't matter what the media say, Trump, we behind you, we with you. And he's like, wants to give her a hug, and they're posing for selfies. And he's like, that she knows what she's talking about. That one knows the truth. That one knows. She knows, you know. And it's this love fest. I mean, it was just, you know, this I got to show you while we're looking for the thing that I'm trying to find, because, you know, I'll come back to it. We're at it right now. I got to show it to you. That was fake, everybody. That bitch, turns out she was for, she's a Republican something, and it was all staged, and they were paid to be there. I knew that. I knew that already. I didn't even know any of the rest of the backstory. As soon as I saw you walked in, everybody's at the counter waiting. I knew. I'm over it. But then there comes the diaper. He decides he wants to do something like Trump, but he can't go into a Chick-fil-A. So he goes into one of these, you know, these gas stations. It's like a gas station, but it's like the convenience store plus like attached to it is like Church's Chicken or Popeyes or some other restaurant, like fast food places in the gas station. So it was so pathetic because here comes the diaper with those fucking aviator glasses on that he thinks he looks like a model in, and there he is. Wait, do I look ridiculous enough? I don't know if I look dumb enough. Wait. I need glasses. Hold up. Oh. This is the bastard. All right. There he is. And when he walks in, nobody cares. It's the president of the United States, and nobody cares. Nobody's standing up. Nobody's trying to get an autograph. There's nobody pointing, getting a picture ready. Nothing. It's just crickets, dude. And he goes to the counter, and all the shit is already in a box, ready to go. So you're not even acting like you stand there ordering. At least when Obama would leave the White House to go to like Five Guys or something, they'd walk in, it was a big crunch. You could tell it was a surprise. People didn't know. And you could just literally see the people in the place come to shock, like, oh, it's Obama. And he gets to the counter, and you hear him ordering stuff, and they're fixing it. There's time to wait while it's being prepared, and the whole thing is, dude, I can't. And then he gives the kid, then there was a video that showed they staged it beforehand. The Secret Service is there. They do a run through of the young brother that's working the register. I mean, it was like, I can't do it, man. I can't, Then there was the lesbian whore that sits there and lies for the fucking administration. The Corinne Jean-Pierre. I pulled something in my throat. Nurse. There she was with the cast of A Different World. That's supposed to get your vote. They were singing A Different World because Dwayne and Whitney and stuff, they was at the White House and stuff. This was not what I was scrolling to find, but you have to see this because I passed it. Notice this, everybody. This is why your boy sits here fucking losing 10 pounds a day, because I'm afraid to eat anything in this bitch.
So my mother was showing me that she opened a banana that she thinks that these are not real bananas.
Watch.
We got it from the supermarket, but when she opens it and she breaks it in half, it gets very tough and doesn't really break. And when it pulls, it's like it's glue. It's very tight and doughy. I've never, ever seen a banana like that. I don't know if it's just our banana or if it's this brand.
From Costco.
From Costco. But at the end of the day, it looks very, very fake and Play-Doh-y. Does anyone else know what happened? So my mother was showing me that she opened a banana that she thinks that these are not real.
That's why I don't eat anything in this bitch. What am I to trust? Listen, I boiled some eggs last night, you guys. Because I had some eggs that I bought to make my baked macaroni and cheese. And I just had some wild idea last night. I wanted something to snack, and I was just like, I don't really have anything to snack. Maybe I should just boil some eggs real quick, But when you bite into a boiled egg, you know how the yolk is supposed to be. It shouldn't feel like you bit into it shouldn't offer any resistance. There was resistance, and then it was like, I can't. I boiled 3 eggs. I ate half of one, and I'm not touching it again. I'm over it. People need to fucking go to jail. That's the only answer. You need to go to jail and be killed. It's one thing, rent is too high, gas is too high, all the shit is too much, and oh my God, we can't go on. But what Allah has put on this earth for us to consume, to sustain us, should not be touched. And the moment you do, you deserve to fucking die. I have another one. There was a sister. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm going to find what I'm looking for because we have to discuss this. I have another one I'll bring you, though. This sister, she's telling our women about the bad karma that is around this hair that y'all buy. She's an African woman, and she's telling you why they even cut their hair off in India. It's a whole ritual thing. And so the energy that's in that is what you're putting on your head. You see, I'm sick and tired of it. When are our women going to understand there's nothing more beautiful than you walking the earth? There isn't. You're so sacred, and it's like if you saw somebody, think of something that you think is so desirable and precious, and you know, for the fellas it could be you know, a new Lamborghini, you know, or something really like, oh my God, don't get a scratch on that, you know, like don't, you know, or you know, somebody just had a baby or something, you see them just kind of like they're not really taking care with the baby, you'd be like, what the fuck is they doing, you know? Or somebody's got a brand new Lamborghini and there they are doing donuts in a parking lot where there's cars right next to it. It could hit a car any second. Are you like, don't they just being careless? You've assigned value to something and you see somebody being reckless with it. That's what I'm telling our women. You're so sacred. And you just all over the place, man. You're all over the place. You're not recognizing, you're not valuing, you know. Damn. Wait, I think I'm getting close to what I'm trying to find, y'all. Based on what I'm saying, we have to see this. We have to see this. We have to discuss this. If we're gonna do shit else, we're getting this done in this stream today, inshallah ta'ala. I saw this thing where this sister, it's a little controversy about what happened to her at birth. Because the mama had us thinking that they took the baby and told her the baby passed. This was like 1965. And then later it looked a little sketchy, like, was the baby taken or did you do something with the baby? Well, no. Whatever happened, now it's 49 years later. The child who somehow went missing is alive. And oh my God, her daughters find the mother, i.e. their grandmother, like on social media. And they reach out and they, you know, they put together, you know, for them to meet and everything. But for me, it was so everything when the daughter drives up, she's being driven, and they pull up, the mother is waiting. And they were already at a level of joy when they were about to embrace. Then they embraced, and then you heard the daughter say, Mommy. She's 50 years old now, this girl. And you saw the mother's reaction just to hearing Mommy. It wasn't lost on me, man. I have to catch myself in moments like that because I never want to be ungrateful. It's one of my constant prayers to God. Never let me never be ungrateful. And I have to remind myself in moments like that because I'll never know what I really missed by not having my mom. But I immediately have to shift to my grandmother did such an outstanding job that I can't feel like there's a deficit. That she was so complete to me and my upbringing in every single way, you know, but still just that mommy vessel, you know. Where the fuck is this video? Someone will die if I don't find this. All right, you guys figure out who can be killed today. Pick somebody and we'll go with that. I think I'm getting close. Haha, alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. We have it. 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 It is my pleasure, my and distinct privilege to present to you this video We must discuss this. I'm going to let it play, and in a very rare act, I will shut up. I will try to shut up. All right. Okay, but see this. I want to hear from my people on this. Go. Girl on first date insists guy opens car door. Just in case you don't catch it, he is African. That's all I could give you. That's all I could tell you. Go.
Aren't you gonna get out?
No, I just opened it.
No, you're gonna open my door for me. Come out and open the door for me, or I'm not getting in.
No, it's cold outside now. You're not cold. Come inside.
Come open my door, please.
It's cold. But you're already standing there now. Just coming. I turned on the heat. Look, the car seat is warm.
I don't care what you turned on. I'm not getting in the car.
Everything is on.
I'm not getting in this car until you come and open the door for me. I'm a lady.
No, I get that, but you're already standing there now. It's not like I can, I can, but you're there. So I'm just saying, since you're there, I've already opened it. Just get in.
I don't touch doors, so come open the door for me.
I drove 30 minutes to get here, and I'm here. I turned on the heater, everything. Even the date we're going on is me that we pay. You see, I will pay and I'll bring you back. So the least you can do is come and sit down. I'm offering you free seats. No.
I'm not getting in the car.
What kind of...
Thank you.
This is not... This one is Wahala. We've not even started. And you ever...
Thank you for being a gentleman.
You're ever this thing. It's just normal.
Thank you.
Why are you like
I'm
this,
ready now.
You know what? Don't worry. Come out.
Are you serious?
No, just come out because I don't think this. No, come. Just come out first.
Are you serious right now?
No, come. I want to show you something.
Okay.
I want to show you something. I'm very confused. How I drove to this place. I came to pick you up. You could have met me there. I will also pay for the date. This place we are going, minimum $200 that I will spend. And I have to beg you to get in the car. It's not like I can't open.
All I was asking is that you just open the door.
It's not that I can't open door. It's just that you already standing. I opened the door twice. Don't worry. Sometimes.
Where are you going?
Sometimes you just be avoiding problem.
Where are you going?
I'm getting in my car. I'm opening my door by myself.
Are you serious? I just wanted you to be a gentleman.
No, don't worry. He's like, enjoy your night.
Is he freaking serious right now?
Move so that I don't climb on your neck or something.
Where are you going? We were supposed to be going on a date. Where are you going?
No, I'm going home. It's not a...
Didn't you drive out here for me?
I thought I did, but clearly, let me just respect myself and go home.
Wow. Wow.
Your thoughts. Let me turn off this air. We're back to the error thing, y'all. Your thoughts. We're back to the error thing, y'all. Give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around. Give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around. Oop. Said I don't want to leave you lonely. You gotta make me change my mind. Did you for how can live here? Yes, and give you what you need. I said this youth for how can love you. Oh, and give you what you need. Okay, what do y'all think? Tell me, talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. Black Winter is cracking up at something. Black Beauty always. Big shout out to you. You're in Trinidad. I hate you. Bring me something back. Or get me a flight on Emirates. Last minute. Just last minute. Just last minute. It could be coach this time. Thank you for checking in from Trinidad, Black Beauty. I love you for that. And Black Winter is shaking your head. You say petty. The LV Glam is laughing emojis. Khalifa, is this, if this was my daughter, I'd be so proud of her. Noted. Richard, big shout out to you in the UK. You say, good for him. That woman was nothing but trouble brewing. Come, give me more. Give me more. I don't want to give my review yet. I'd like to hear from you first. We'll just see it again in case somebody didn't know what they saw or they were confused and they didn't understand. Let's see. We'll just see it again, boys and girls. All right. There's hors d'oeuvres in the back. Did anyone need anything? All right.
Aren't you gonna get out?
No, I just opened it.
No, you're gonna open my door for me. Come out and open the door for me, or I'm not getting in.
No, it's cold outside now. You're not cold. Come inside.
Come open my door, please.
It's cold. But you're already standing there now. Was just coming. I turned on the heat. Look, the car seat is warm.
I don't care what you turned on. I'm not getting in the car.
Everything is on.
I'm not getting in this car until you come and open the door for me. I'm a lady.
No, I get that, but you're already standing there now. It's not like I can't.
You're already standing there. I love the way my brothers speak.
You know,
and this, you can just do so and so. You can just, they all do it. I don't care what African country they come from. When they speak English, the emphasis on just is so adorable to me, man. I love it. And I got other things with other cultures too, but specifically with my African brothers and sisters, man, it's so endearing. Like, you'll hear how he uses just. Because it's just, wait, you're just standing there. You're just standing there.
Aren't you gonna get out?
No, I just opened it.
No, you're gonna open my door for me. Come out and open the door for me, or I'm not getting in.
No, it's cold outside now. You're not cold. Come inside.
Come open my door, please.
It's cold. But you're already standing there now. Was just coming.
Just come in there.
I turned on the heat. Look, the car seat is warm.
I don't care what you turned on. I'm not getting in the car.
Everything is on.
I'm not getting in this car until you come and open the door for me. I'm a lady.
No, I get that, but you're already standing there now. It's not like I can. You know, I can, but you're there. So I'm just saying, since you're
because you are there. You are there. You are there. I'm speaking like that from now on. I don't care.
There. I've already opened it. Just get in.
I don't touch doors. So come open the door for me.
I drove 30 minutes to get here, and I'm here. I turned on the heater, everything. Even the date we're going on is me that we pay. You see, I will pay and I'll bring you back. So the least you can do is come and sit down. I'm offering you free seats. No.
I'm not getting in the car.
What kind of...
I want to hear from y'all.
Thank you.
This is not... This one is Wahala. We've never started. And you ever...
Thank you for being a gentleman.
You're ever this thing. It's just normal.
It's just...
Thank you.
Look at the look on his face. Look.
Why are you like
I'm
this,
ready now.
Look.
You know what? Don't worry. Come out.
Don't worry.
Are you serious?
No, just come out because
Just come out.
I don't think this. No, come.
I don't think this. No.
Come, just come out first.
Are you serious right now?
No, come. I want to show you something.
Okay.
I want to show you something. I'm very confused. How I drove to this place.
How I drove to this place.
I came to pick you up. You could have met me there. I will also pay for the date. This place we are going, minimum $200 that I will spend. And I have to beg you to get in the car. It's not like I can't open.
All I was asking is that you just open the door.
It's not that I can't open door. It's just that you already standing. I opened the door twice. Don't worry. Sometimes.
Where are you going?
Sometimes you just be avoiding problem.
Where are you going?
I'm getting in my car. I'm opening my door by myself.
Are you serious? I just wanted you to be a gentleman.
No, don't worry. He's like, enjoy your night.
Is he freaking serious right now?
Move so that I don't climb on your leg or something.
Where are you going?
What is that?
We were supposed to be going on a date. Where are you going?
Some car
go home. It's not a
Didn't you drive out here for me?
I thought I did, but clearly, let me just respect myself and go home.
Wow. Wow.
All right, boys and girls of the jury. We've presented the case. It's now in the hands of the jury. What say you? Black Winter. I do think it was strange she was recording. Interesting point. Black Winter. Interesting point. Anjanae 23. I miss you, Queen. Damn it. Good to see you. Jeffrey Day. Jeffrey? Is that we're doing Jeffrey? Just call you Jay. You feel me? That's Jay now. But that's Jay now. But that's Jay. That's Jay now. Jay, you say, I don't buy it. It seems fake. Interesting. Anjanae, that's the Black Winter. But you're saying it's a skit. He has a YouTube channel and does skits. Interesting, Anjanae. Jay, you say, it reminds me of the lady who refused to get out of the car when her date took her to a restaurant that was beneath her. The whole country fell for that too. I never bought it. Anjanae, but that's the Black Winter. You're saying his name is Daryl Vega. This dude? That's an African. Daryl Vega? A name like that, he's African? Are we talking about the same person? Guys are doing this to go viral. It's lame and out of control now. Richard, you say it may be a sketch, but it's likely based on truth. Thank you, Richard. Because I agree with that. Like, okay, because I was going to interrogate if, what do we have that this is a skit, that this is somehow not real. But even if that's the case, let us then just deal with the merit of it. Black Winter, thanks for sharing. Oh, that's for Anjanae. And I miss you more, Anjanae. I do. Man, I just wish I could put my heart on a video and you go, oh, that's what he's got in his heart. That's it. That's it. That's what's in his heart. Then you would see how many things don't have words. that you just have to know it and feel it. Well, or in the words of Ronald Reagan, well, as a matter of fact, here's what I thought about this. I'm with Khalifa first. That, what'd you say, Khalifa? You said, if this was my daughter, I'd be so proud of her. Absolutely. I agree with that, you know, but I also think that there was two dynamics playing here. A few. He's African. African men are very proud. What I also know is that African men, if they've had some Western exposure, then there's some things. But if they're not had a lot of Western exposure, they not really. I was gonna say I kind of cringe for their women, but not really, because if you're a woman, if something isn't part of your experience to begin with, you wouldn't miss something that you don't know exists. But to that point, to say that it seems to me that a lot of African brothers, they're not really into the mushy stuff so much. They don't do that well, at the very least. Even if they're into it, they don't do it well. You know, we have certain traditions, if you will, in this society where, it's Valentine's Day. You take your girl some chocolates and some flowers and a teddy bear and a card, and you do something special, you take her a nice dinner or a movie. Something got to be special, and special holidays and things like that. Her birthday, your anniversary. I'm trying to almost say anniversary. your anniversary. So I'm giving some grace for that. But you in America, in a whole, what's the fucking name of that car, y'all? Some shit I'm never gonna be able to afford or want. But it's that it's something. There he is in that, and he's in America. And so even if you don't know, or if this isn't your way, then you take a cue from the woman. He was perplexed. Like she just found some treasure from King Tut that no one knew existed in a place where it couldn't have been, I mean, the look on his face was like as if she was one of the homies. Oh, you can just get in. The seat, I warmed the seat for you. You can just get in. You can just get here. It's fine. You can just get in. But the whole time you're not hearing her. She's saying, I don't touch doors. She got me with that one. It was so perfect. I don't touch doors. I don't touch doors. That's just funny on its own, man. I don't touch doors. Like any door, how do you? I don't touch doors. I can't. But you didn't read her. You didn't hear her. And we didn't have the benefit of seeing how she was dressed, what she looked like. You feel me? I'm sure she was done up, And if you drove all this way to get a woman, you've prepared for this. Why such pushback? You came all the way here to get me. Open the door. If the drive here you planned for this date he said that the where we're going, it's minimum $200. So much respect for that. You know what I'm saying? Put out a coin if you're taking the sister out. Put it out. Put it out. So he gets points for that from the Jedi and the Council of the Jedi. But then when he finally gets out, it was the look on his face, the resentment, the fuck you bitch of it all. Well, we'll just see the look on his face again. We have to see that. This is part of my evidence. Just the look on his face was so resentful. Like she was suddenly nothing at all. Like she was trash to just be dropped off. Look at the look on his face. Wait, is this when he's back in the car? No. He's in the car already. Look.
It's not that I can't open door. It's just that.
Wait. Right here. This is where the look starts. There. It hurt his entire humanity to open this door for her. A woman who you have placed value on, who has given you the privilege of coming to get her to have an evening with you. That is a privilege. And you've placed value on that privilege. And the contempt. See the look on the face.
It's just normal.
Thank you.
Look. I mean, I was hurt by that look. I felt something. When I first watched this, I felt something like, I felt something. You feel me? I felt like it was against me and stuff. You feel me? If I should be ready to fight or shoot. I ain't know. Feel me? I had to call the homies. Who said, I ain't know. I ain't know. But the contempt, everybody, the contempt, the contempt, the contempt, the resentment I offered to you, the resentment. See it? He cannot believe this.
Why are you like
I'm
this,
ready now.
Why are you like this? And she's like, I'm ready to go now. Look. That face right there is a man who does not understand you are not the fucking prize. That you're, somebody tell me what the fuck this car is. What is it? Don't let me down, troops, goddammit. Thank you, Anjane. I love you. You are my favorite. A Tesla. Thank you, Anjane. I needed that. Your Tesla, your $200 date. That's not what you, that's not going to get to the woman. You trying to impress with stuff. You dressed like some bullshit even. We're going to let that pass. She did. I would never dress like that for a date. I just can't. Like, show some effort. You know, be overdressed even. But this was disrespectful. Just the outfit was disrespectful. But he thinks because he's in this Tesla and he's driven all this way to get this queen, the prize. So that's like the bank has the money. The bank. You got to drive to that bitch to get your money. And now you want a bitch that you actually have to put your ATM card in the machine. You could break a nail. We've seen it happen. People are in hospitals now. I don't want to get into it. There's numbers. I mean, he is really put off. How dare she want me to show her respect? I'm the man. You're lucky I came to get you, is what's going on in his mind. You're lucky I came to get you. I'm going to pay for the date. Look, I've done everything. That's a nigga that won't let you finish, ladies. You know what I'm talking about. He gonna get his and you're gonna be left dry. We'll just put it that way. This I can't. And the ripple effect for good men such as myself, who this would not be an issue for. I would practically, not only would I open the door, I would practically be kneeling as you got into the car and so grateful that you would dare allow my lowliness to be in your presence. You see, we had to get to that, man. Women have been so devalued that this happens. He doesn't understand. And because of that, then there's the separation of women from each other. So if she won't go for me being a slouch, then I'll just go up to another sister and she will just hop in the trunk if I need her to. It's nothing. So there needs to be solidarity amongst women, a standard set. Girl, don't you get no car if he don't open the door for you, girl. Nah. You see, girls remember shit like that. You tell them when they're young, they remember that. They remember. You got to plant that seed. Any man that takes you out and does not treat you like an ultimate queen from some dynasty that has not been named or has never been seen, that is not the dude. That's not the dude. You want to tell me they've been together for 5 years and he got a little lazy or something like that? It happens. But dude, this feels new to me. Because she has to explain to him, I don't touch doors. You know, I'm a lady. She's giving you all the cues. I always tell brothers, just listen to women. They tell you every fucking thing you need to know. You know, there's nothing to figure out. You don't have to translate. Wait, she said something like, somebody translate it. It's in code. She's speaking in code. No, she told you exactly what it is. You just got to hear them. That's it. Just listen to them. And they talk more than we do. So just listen. You got one fucking job. Listen. They let everything out. There it is. Except for the shit they can conceal for many months and then reveal it to you if they're choosing that's something else. But you didn't hear her. She already set the standard when you pulled up. When you gave her that first deer in headlights, all you had to do was get your bitch ass out, walk around, open the door and say, I'm sorry, queen. Open the door, maybe a peck on the cheek, if she'll allow it. Seat her well, you understand? And you off for a good evening. You know? And if she had given in and gotten into the car, that's she's going to be in her mind at the end of the day to whether or not you can get a chance to smash or not. So he's just cutting all the fucking knees out from under himself, just one by goddammit one. I mean, I was so insulted by this as a man. And like I say, giving some consideration because he's African, but you in motherfucking America, nigga. So I'm feeling like this is not your first date in America. Plus, they usually have done their jurisprudence. They know something about American women and the rhythm of how we interact and stuff like that with women. So they've kind of watched us, and there's some things. I mean, you know, by the way, the flip side of that, in Africa, I have no fucking idea to where to begin. I don't know what's a signal, what's a cue, do she like me? I don't know. I mean, you know, that's something else. But the contempt on his face just really got me. I just couldn't believe it as it went on when I first saw it. Like, you really not getting out the fucking car? I was literally yelling this scream, get your bitch ass out the car, get your bitch ass out the car, get your bitch ass out the car. And after about 100 of those get your bitch ass out the car, then he goes around and this is the look. And then when she gets in, thank you, I'm ready to go now, he feels like he's been conquered. This is not the moment this is not one of the moments where the woman conquered you, brother. This was you came to get her, to take her out. You might as well just park 6 blocks over and go, I drove all the way here. You can just walk the 6 blocks. I don't know why you don't want to walk. This is that. So you went all the way to get her, open the fucking door. There's nothing else to talk about. Get your bitch ass out and open the door. I could not believe this. See the contempt and we'll be over it.
You know what? Don't worry.
You know what? See, he closed the door and he's still looking at her like, this bitch got over me. There's jealousy. This is like when you this is the reactions you see somebody have when you know, like we used to do, especially growing up with my siblings, you know, somebody disrespect you and then they have to do something because they don't have a choice. Like they disrespect you, and maybe your parents made them come and pick something off the floor. You better get it up, dog. Like we do to heck with their ass. Like, you know, this is that, you know, and they feel like they've been gotten over on. Now they're ready to fight. This is that. The moment she closes that door, and because he's already feeling like, how dare this bitch tell me I got to get out and open the door. And then she's not supposed to enjoy it. How dare she enjoy me getting out and opening the door for her? How dare her? Look.
Why are you like
I'm
this,
ready now.
I'm ready now.
You know what? Don't worry.
The sucking of the teeth. You know what? Look.
I'm ready now.
You know what? Don't.
Did you hear the sucking of the teeth?
Don't worry. Come on.
Are you serious?
You know, don't worry, come out. So you came all the way to get this woman, and now you gonna bitch out, and just the date's not gonna happen because you had to be a fucking gentleman, that she demanded you to actually be a gentleman. So what happens when she says you got to wear a condom, or you can't come in? Thank you for a nice date. I mean, we could just imagine into other things. Like, listen, hear this, everybody. I need you to really understand how foreign this is to me. I was, you know, I grew up very sheltered and all of that. And I was a late bloomer. And I know there's still many things that I just don't get. Like I've told you, like, I'm a musician. I am music. I don't fucking understand hip hop at goddamn it all. I've tried. I don't. It's just I can't get it. I can't get it. This is foreign to me, as if I speak Arabic and Spanish. This is as if you brought medieval, some scrolled language that no one's ever spoken or knew existed, and you said, Jedi, read this. I got no connection to it. This is that for me. Some things are just as normal to me as my heartbeat or breathing or doing anything. I can't imagine. I can't imagine. Listen, I'm one of those people. It's very customary for me when I would, a lot of times I'd take girls out. I show up in a stretch limousine, because why not? I remember there was this one sister I was dating. Her name is Naima. Wherever you're at, Naima. But she lived in Lakeview Terrace. And the first time that I went and picked her up, I picked her up in a it was like a midnight blue stretched Lincoln. It's like a 12-passenger. But I mention it because one of the times that the next time I took her out, I took a different limousine. And the time I went, her mother was at work, and it was like, you know, somehow we decided we were going to get her mother, she was going to join us for lunch. And so either we were going into the restaurant or we were coming out of the restaurant, and the driver had just pulled the car up, and we were close enough to it that we were going to beat him getting around to the door. And Naima went to reach for the door. I go, don't ever touch that car door. Don't. Your fingerprint should be nowhere on the outside of this car. It is a limousine. You should never touch the outside of it. Ever. And that's a limousine. But it's even my way. I can be coming out the grocery store. I've seen women with their, like an older woman with her dude, and he didn't open the door. Or maybe she's driving and I'll open the door for her. Auntie, let me get your door for you. You know, that feels like breathing to me. I can't imagine. I asked you to go out with me. As soon as you say yes, I'm doing cartwheels up and down the fucking block in the middle of the night naked. That'll be something else. It'll be in a video. I don't want to get into it. There's lawyers. There could be a court case that I can't talk about. But anyway, maybe some footage from 1990. I don't want to get into it. You say yes, I come to pick you up. I can't wait to get out of the car and open your door for you. Can't wait. You're not going to touch that fucking door the entire night. Not only that, or as Dr. King would say, not only that, there's never a time you would ride in the car with me where you would ever touch the door. You would never do that. That's in me, like my blood. It's in me. What the fuck? All right, here's what we need to do. Fan out, everybody. Find his address. Let's find out what state this was in. You see, let's get that answer. I'm saying he might need to be rolled on. You feel me? Taught some manners and things. I just couldn't believe it, man. I was so disrespected. And this was the night that you guys all fell asleep on me. And I had just started the video. And I think I played it. I don't know if I played it or not. But I was like, crickets, nobody. And I've been wanting to bring this, man. Like, I'm floored. And you don't have to agree with me. Like, whatever you think, that's what you think. You feel me? That's fine. I'm just saying, for me, this is some bullshit. And I'm with Khalifa. That's what my daughter would do. And if she still lives with me, and she would until she's married, and I'm looking out when you pick her up, and I see her have to get in the car, if you get away from the house before I can get my clothes on and get out to my fucking car, I'm following you to however many blocks I gotta follow you and pull you over and say, get out, get out. My daughter's getting out. This is not happening. Not happening. Because that's an indication. If this is a date and you won't go to the extra mile to open the door, that says a lot. You can't open the sister's door. You're never gonna pick up your fucking dirty drawers. You're never gonna clean a plate in the fucking kitchen. You're never taking the trash out. You're never putting the fucking toilet seat down. You're never cleaning the bathtub. I mean, this is so illuminating. She just dodged a bullet, as I see it. But as men, we should all be insulted and disrespected by this, because it puts a bad stain on us. You understand? I got a sister mad at me now because she wanted to proclaim that all African men, she knows one Nigerian, just the one, and she has assigned this attribute to all, not just Nigerians, but all 1.5 billion Africans on the continent. I'm not allowing it. You're wrong until the day you die. Period. The fucking end. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. So this is a stain on us, because increasingly we see bad behavior by brothers, and then women assign that to all of us. You know, there's a sister you got to see. She's talking to this point about how these women who are going for these low ass niggas, these thug types, you know, that's why I tell brothers, you turn into a thug in bed with your woman. I don't care if you're a Fortune 500, Harvard fucking speaking ass, whatever. You need to go straight fucking illiterate thug in the bed on your woman nowadays. You need to do that. I would have to prescribe that, at least a prescription for it, because that's what's winning out. Women want that, you know. if you ain't halfway dumb, that ain't really sexy some type of way. You know, it's a fucking shame. You know, meanwhile, you have somebody like, we'll just use Ivanka Trump. Ivanka Trump. You see the fucking dude she's with? Jared Kushner. His penis can't be no longer than a very, very short pubic hair. He ain't got no Mac. You feel me? No game, nothing, no flavor at all. But that's the dude. Yes, it is the dude. Because she's picking on a different spectrum. She wants someone who is powerful like her father, who has money or can wheel and deal money, and you know, the lifestyle that she came up in. You know, she's with the Trump organization and all of it, you see. But black women would never fucking pick a Jared Kushner unless it's that sellout bitch that we wouldn't claim no fucking way. But I'm saying just the average sister that's down for the culture, she's not picking a brother that speaks like Steve Urkel. You know, like that's not gonna happen. We need to ask ourselves why. Why? But shout out to them sisters that do go for them brothers that are from Africa, or you know, sometimes they still stay with the black, but you know, maybe they're going for something a little different. The Caribbean brother, the Jamaican, the African, something, you know, that's a little different. Where they know they're not going to get that over vibrato shit, you know. And as this sister is pointing out, that they want, and I said this, but here it was a sister saying it, like, if you ain't sagging and you ain't got like 4 babies mamas, you not hot now, brothers. You just not hot. You not hot. You could have career goals and you know, the holdings, and you got your shit together. What? No babies mama? Oh girl, he just don't, but it's just, I just don't like him. No bitch she gonna have to go and snatch up. She can't have that. She need to have some bitch she have to feel like she got to go and snatch up. There was even one video I saw where the dudes would put on like a wig or something, so from behind their girlfriend thought it was another girl. Every video they just went attack the bitch outright before they even knew who it was. They just saw, bitch, that's it. Oh my God, I can't. Wow. It's got a ripple effect. And hopefully that sister now doesn't give up on all African brothers. You know, just that was a tired ass dude who did not understand that maybe that works for some African women, and maybe it works for a lot of American women, but it don't work for this sister. I want a woman that checks me, you understand? That demands high of herself from me. I don't want it if you don't do that. You feel me? I don't want it. I've never been a slacker anyway. But if I was a slacker, I would want a woman who didn't tolerate that from me. Nah. You know, she's making you a better man. Maybe you won't make that mistake on the next sister that maybe will go out with you. You know, is this the chick? Oh, no, but this is the one I was telling you about. As we look for the other one, that's fine. We'll see this because I cited this earlier. So hear this. This is perfect. See if you want to find anything in life. Look for something else, no matter what it is. Look for your car keys. Go look for something else. Wait.
Or
wait, damn it, wait.
I have a very deep question.
Wait, sister. Okay, hear this.
I have a very deep question to ask non-Black people, people of color, whether you're Asian, Hispanic, or white. Why haven't you embraced your racial slur that applies to your race or ethnicity like Black people have? Why do you insist on saying my or using the N-word amongst each other or around other Black people. Because it's 2024, and here on Google, you can find on Wikipedia a list of ethnic slurs that applies to your race and ethnicity. And I would share all of them that I found, but you know, we're on TikTok. And the people at Wikipedia, they even put it in alphabetical order for you. And I thought about this question because I was on the bus the other day. There were a whole bunch of Hispanic teenagers that came on the bus, and immediately they started saying my N-word this, my N-word that to each other. Like, why aren't they saying my
right?
And that lame excuse as to why you use the N-word is so tired. You know, the one that you say, oh, well, I was raised around Black people. Well, if you want to use that logic, those Black people were raised around you. So the same way you can use the N-word around them, they should be able to use your racial slur around you. And I challenge Black people who have Asians, white people, and Hispanic friends that use the N-word to ask them, why are they so uncomfortable using the racial slur that applies to their race and ethnicity, but they're very comfortable using the racial slur that applies to you?
Amen. Glory. Hallelujah. Won't he do it? I love that. I love that. I love that. Ah, and the next one is the one I was trying to find. So let me show you this. Wait now. This is so perfect.
There is nothing attractive about a hood tyrant. Let me say it again. There is absolutely nothing attractive about a hood tyrant. Girls, I want the best for Black women. I really do. But it's really hard because women in our community are attracted to a certain type of man because that is what they deem as masculine or hyper masculine. Basically, if you're not riding around with a Glock on your hip, if you're not walking around with your pants sagging to your ankles, if you don't have several baby mamas, and you're a lame. It's very disappointing because I feel like I'm seeing more pregnancy announcements, no weddings, at least here in America. The reason that's why a lot of Black women in America are accepting the bare minimum and accepting poor treatment is because they are attracted to a certain kind of man. There is nothing attractive about a hood tyrant. Let me say it again. There is absolutely
starting
nothing
over.
attractive about a hood tyrant. Girls, I want the best for Black women. I really do. But it's really hard because women in our community are attracted to a certain type of man because that is what they deem as masculine or hyper masculine. Basically, if you're not riding around with a Glock on your hip, if you're not walking around with your pants sagging to your ankles, if you don't have several baby mamas, and you're a lame. It's very disappointing because I feel like I'm seeing more pregnancy announcements, no weddings, at least here in America. The reason that's why a lot of Black women in America are accepting the bare minimum and accepting poor treatment is because they are attracted to a certain kind of man. There is nothing.
And then it starts over. She put the ball through the net. I'm sorry. Like, that's just what it is. It's a lot of brothers that would testify to that too. You know, that's our observation. You know, that's what we have been seeing for some time. You know, like, what's up with that? It really is that. And I think increasingly, you know, niggas see it some badge when they say, oh, that's one of my baby mamas. Like, the fuck does that? Like, I can't. I just can't imagine. I just can't imagine, dude. I just, like I said, some shit is just so foreign to me. I can't even access it. I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't imagine I'm going to lay down with you and produce a baby, a life, a child, and you just your only claim to fame in my life is that you have my child, but that don't give you any special thing. That's just an identification piece. It's I keep it pushing type thing. Like, I can't do it, man. I swear, dude, if I was fucking dictator or president or anything, I could have control. You not having no fucking babies, bitch. If you're not, you got to show me a fucking marriage certificate or take your shit. Just having babies and shit. And, you know, no, I mean, it's just, there's nothing sacred to it. And women accept this. That's my baby daddy. That's like, really, bitch? Like, you didn't, like, I'm saying you the fucking last fucking line of defense. Because don't shit happen without you. You know he's bullshit. Why are you having a baby? Why? Even if you made a mistake and you didn't know you was going to get pregnant. Now you know it's time to go see some Planned Parenthood shit or something. Because it's better to get rid of this child than for you to have this child. They're both bad things, but we're going for the lesser of the evils, quite frankly. Because we're also sick and tired of having a bunch of dumbass people walk around the earth. It's so many things, dude. I can't even do it. Righteous indignation. A big shout out to you, Queen. Jedi, I'm super tardy. What we talking about? Everything. Oh, this first date, he would have gone Dutch too. Not an illiterate thug. Yes, that's what you got to be. That's what you got to be. You know, niggas that suddenly get pigeon-toed when they slew-footed actually, but suddenly you're pigeon-toed, not understanding. Anyways, yeah, and I'm not here for the Dutch thing either. It is a privilege for a woman to be in your presence. I stand on that till I'm dead. And if you have, but again, it goes back to we're not valuing the woman properly. She's just the homeboy. And everybody's calling the sisters now bro, dude, referring to women in the masculine. I mean, it's just, I'm through with it, man. It's so foreign. But then it's double because it's like y'all doing the shit and then the women are allowing it. I'm double fucked up. All right, bring me Valium. Do it. No, bring me whatever killed Elvis. I may need it. It's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame. No. Something that's a shame. There's some song, it's a shame. I always got music in my head, y'all. I'll just put the thing in there again. Yeah, I can't do it. But that's on the head. She's so right. You know. And you know, there's been rumblings of this for a long time. It's not new. You know, back when I was in high school even and college, you know, you saw signs of things like that, like the girls went for dudes that was dope dealers. In fact, one of my ex-girlfriends, the dude she was with before me, he was a notorious dope dealer in our city. Charles Turner. Gang member, dope dealer. I mean, he was a few things. And Lori was his girlfriend. I didn't know this at the time because I didn't fucking pay attention to Charles Turner. I couldn't stand him. I knew his mother. Most people in the city knew his mother. I think she worked at, I don't know where she worked. She worked someplace public where everybody knew her. Nicest lady, all that stuff. And I wouldn't have known Lori was his girlfriend because I never seen her. And I met her at her work. Me and my buddy went into her job. She worked at this restaurant. We went there for lunch. She faked like I forgot my receipt came to hand me her number. I thought it was for Bill and not for me because Bill looks better than me. I can say that. What am I going to lie to myself? Like, no, he looked like absolute crap. It was all about me. It must, no. Although I was cute. I was. But Bill looked better than me. And so I literally thought she must have meant to give this to Bill, And I was going to take the number back up to her and ask her, did you mean this for me or my buddy? And he was like, don't go back up there and ask her. So when I called her, I was like, hey, did you mean to give me your number or did you mean to give my buddy your number? She was like, no, I meant to give you my number. So I mentioned her. She's the perfect example because I'm the exact opposite of Charles fucking Turner. At the time that I met Lori, I was done with college. Yeah, I was done with college already. I was done with college, so here I had a degree, I'm talented, I'm professional, I speak more than one language, I got some things under my belt. And I mostly don't break the law. Okay, there was that robbing of the Domino's pizza in the middle of the night. That's something else. I don't want to get into it. But yeah, and so whenever I knew that was her ex-boyfriend, because we were at this clothing store that used to be real popular here in California. They don't exist anymore. And him and his boys came in there like they were waiting for me to come outside. They were going to fight me because I'm dating Lori, like as if it's my fault. Anyway, it didn't happen. But that's when I knew, oh, that's who your ex is, And and I always let her know I'm not that dude. Like, I will defend you with my life when I need to defend you with my life. I'm not defending you because you start some shit. I'm not doing it. You don't get to start some shit and then I defend you on that. It's a lot of niggas in their grave now or in jail behind that type of shit. I don't get down like that. So sorry. Like, I just put the rules down. She understood. Like, nah, not going down. I don't sell dope. You understand? I don't got a bunch of shady friends around me and the bullshit, But it was so good for her to be with me because she learned so much from me. And I wish I could see her now, Who is she with? What type of dudes did you get with after me? And, yeah, man. To the brothers out there that's not these fucking illiterate thugs, listen, don't change. Don't change, And because what a lot of women don't understand is a lot of us brothers, they might be kind of low key. Different story different story when we get between them sheets. Because I think a lot of women want to see sex on you now. It's not enough just to be a gentleman. They want to see sex on you, Wait, what was this? I think this was important. Oh, that's something else. Excuse me. Yeah, man. Like I said, we're not going to get everybody for anything that we talk about or anything that ails our people. It's just important that we recognize the weeds and the grass and just start disassociating from all weeds, man. I don't give a fuck who they are, to whatever they're doing or whatever it is that they have about them that is affecting our culture. Just be over them. From the fucking wannabe Republicans to women who need these fucking illiterate thugs to sell out as black people to motherfuckers that get money and ain't doing shit for us to, I mean, if you just go down the list, just anybody that's fucking adverse to the culture, be over their bitch ass today. Just be over it, man. Just be over it. Just be over it. And if you guys seen this white bitch, she's supposed to be Creole. And she's all broken up because nobody's accepting her as black. Haven't we done Rachel Dolezal already? Haven't we done that movie already? Didn't we do that movie? You know, I mean, you know, okay, this is where we can end on this, y'all. Because this young brother, I appreciated him. He gives me hope. You know, I love when I hear brothers or sisters, especially younger ones, you know the note. It's the words, the understanding, and the tone. That's a real one. They're not just saying it. That's for real. And then I feel echoed and I feel replicated, you know, and that matters. Hear this young brother. It's also important to note that that thug shit is what goes around the earth too. You know, like I had one of my Arab Muslim brothers many years ago tell me something. I don't know what the fuck we were talking about, but this is how he equates blackness. First of all, he would never see my South Side of Chicago-ness in the mosque. Just wouldn't see it. So whatever we were talking about, something, he goes, because his brother, Muhammad, trying to be some Arab thug with the oversized jeans. He's got the white t-shirt on with the chain and the baseball cap. And he comes to the mosque like this, really. Sits in the back, like on the floor in the back. You know, like you disrespecting the mosque, you know, whatever. But he's supposed to be hard, you know. And so something we were talking about with relation to Muhammad, that I'm talking to his brother about. And this dude says to me about his brother Muhammad, oh, brother, he's blacker than you. The fuck? I go, will you tell him to come in here and let's pull our pants down anytime he wants to. We'll see who the fuck is black in this bitch. Let us understand. But again, it's not the first time I've been confronted with that. Like, just that's the thing that goes around. Like, and it used to be that those are even the ones that white people at least feared. Now they don't even seem to really fear them like that. So we just really have slipped off the fucking throne somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Black men should be feared and respected wherever we walk and breathe. As a black man, don't approach. Don't do it. We used to have that. Hear this.
I need to know, are there certain black people that just don't like us because we're white?
We live in a country that enslaved black people never paid for it. And y'all be asking questions like this. Meanwhile, the same government who okayed this shit determine the curriculum in school, and they decide they're going to show slave movies to black people while they sit next to people who look just like you. Like Muhammad Ali said, though, every line they're going to try to attack you, but who going to be dumb enough to wait for the one that's not? You got Karens on every corner. You got the cops trying to shoot kids any chance they get. You got the KKK that the government does nothing about. You have the government who not putting in no bills to protect black people from all this racist bullshit. So when you ask this question, it's just laughable. I believe most of the country is not racist, but I know for a fact that most of the country don't mind accepting the benefits of racism, so it don't really matter to people like us. This country is so money hungry, it enslaved black people for over 400 years and never paid for it. And every time they talk about reparations, they so greedy, they think we more concerned about getting money. But in reality, when you admit that you're wrong, that is how you correct your behavior. But because they don't want to admit they wrong, they let us know they want to keep their racism going. This is what the country is built off of. When you hear people say make America great again and white people have always been in control of it, what they mean is get their slaves back. That was the only time they can say whatever they want and do whatever they wanted to us and nobody would dare question it. But now all these woke people are starting to get on their nerves. To say make America great again is delusional anyways. In a country that was built with no integrity, off of the backs of slaves, all of the evil that was done, and they documented it. So it's not just me saying this. We had to go to school to study, so I know what I'm talking about. The same country that has not taken a break from their evil to the life that was created by God will lie to themselves and say, God bless America. The fucking bullshit we got to deal with. Subscribe to my YouTube, Planet Reality.
Facts proclaimed. That's what it is, ladies and gentlemen. So, like I said, I didn't want to, I wanted to go this route today, you guys, because everything else would have just been so scattered and more time consuming. This was the best way to do this today, you know, and I didn't want to not get a live stream in today. Oh, last one. This is the white bitch. Well, we don't know. She claims she's Creole. So we'll end on this one. She's just all broken up. She's just all broken up. I don't know, and I'm one to just remain firm. Like, it's not, if you don't look black enough, God love you, girl, but we don't really care. When it comes to drawing ranks, we need the blacker the berry, goddamn. Because I don't have to squint at you and you get into some technicality. Nah, bitch. Nah. So sorry. Gotta be ruthless, everybody. We want something we never had. We gotta do shit we never did. We gotta be fucking ruthless. Hear this.
And I've seen a bunch of videos people did on my behalf. And I want to thank y'all, not just y'all, but all of my supporters. That's why I'm in tears, because as much as people can hate on me, they got a lot of people out there that really love me, that really fuck with me. I was here trying to make a video of my lunch today, and I don't even know if I can finish making it because I'm sick to my stomach. I don't even want to eat. I'm tired of getting the fucking attacked and having to defend myself. I'm tired. I never said I was 100% black. I told y'all what I was mixed with. I'm multi-ethnic, and stop saying I'm biracial. I am not biracial. Both of my parents are a la black Creoles. They're not. I don't have a white parent and a black parent or a Chinese parent and another. I'm not biracial. I'm multi-ethnic. I was raised to be black. I was raised as a black woman. So I don't care what y'all say. It don't matter. I know who I am. Y'all can't come on here and tell me. And I don't give a fuck what you think. If I tell you what I'm telling you, that's because I've been living me for 45 years. How dare y'all come around here fucking with me? I don't fuck with nobody like that. I'm a good, kind-hearted person, but y'all won't even fucking think. Y'all just want to shoot jabbing at me, talking about what y'all think, what y'all think, what y'all think. It don't matter what you think. It is what it is. How about that? But I ain't even going to focus on y'all negative-ass motherfuckers. I'm about to start blocking people. But to y'all that rock with me and that love me, I love y'all to death. Y'all are like family to me. And I'll be a ride or die friend for y'all.
I don't know. The jury's out. It's a love me now. Like, I don't know how to really feel about her. Historically, we know that there are many, and we have some prominent figures of history that they've put up, you know, that this was the first Black woman to do such and such, and they look white. We've seen talk shows Oprah has done where women, there's a family, there was at least one woman, and Donahue did a show. There's a few others, but anyways, there's a lady, like she passed for the longest time, you know, as white because of blah, blah, blah. But then it was found out she wasn't really white, you know. But you sit up here with a whole white face and blue eyes. Like, we almost could have begun to look at if you at least had brown eyes. Not that blue eyes don't occur in us, but it's an aberration when it does. It's not as common as with y'all fucking white people. So, again, no. You just have to live in the skin you in. Last thing I'll say, I love this. There was a brother, and I'll bring it in our next sitting, inshallah, because I'm pretty sure I saved that. Brother just goes different places. And in one of the questions, he was just random out at different places, different times, different people. As they come by, whatever you are, that he asks you, whatever race you are, if you could be any other race, what would you like to be? Of course, all the fucking Asians want to be white. We already knew that. A lot of the Latinos want to be white. It's just, I mean, nobody said they wanted to be black. But to a person, every single black person that he asked was like, black. Because there is nothing more delicious than being an African person. I love it, man. I love it. 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 I started out at the beginning telling y'all we have everything. Allah has given us everything. We have it all. He has given us all. He's favored us the most. Like, this is just what it is, you know. And it's just, you know, it's everybody's looking, going, damn, I wish I was them. We just have it. We just have it. We just have it. It is an honor and a privilege to be an African. And I'm double blessed and privileged because I'm an African and I'm a Muslim. I have it all. I have it all. I have it all. I have it. So I have it. So I have it. It's me. Anyways, I guess we'll land here, everybody. I just want to say to the LV Glam, isn't that what Miss Tina is, Beyonce's mother? Good point. Well, yeah, but they get their color, but their daddy is like my do-rag, you feel me? Matthew, you feel me? So, good point. Yeah, but isn't it interesting? I'm glad you bring that. Because who amongst us, whenever we saw Tina Knowles, ever questioned her? We never questioned her blackness. I never did. I don't know anybody that did. You could tell me if you ever did. But, because, well, here's what I know for sure, everybody. This is why I bitched at my audience during the Rachel Dolezal shit. As soon as I seen the bitch, I knew she wasn't us. Before I knew what the story was or what anything, I'd seen her and went, no. You're supposed to know your own. If you don't know shit else, you're supposed to know your own. Women, they have a child. It could be 50 kids over there. They hear one scream, they know that's their damn child. They know. That was my child. They know. We should know our own. The moment, it's a knowing. You know, I forget what discipline of science they call themselves, but it's a known thing that as human beings, we know the movement of the human body. So that if you show us a shadow of something moving that's not human, your brain detects. It's so fine-tuned and so familiar with the movement of the human body that you know that's not it. I saw a video where there was a guy playing a guitar and singing, and he looks like a fucking AI or animated thing like you see at fucking Disneyland. You're like, is it real or not? And I was sitting there going, wait, what the fuck? And then about 10 minutes, the universe said, Abdullah, look at the hands. Because he's playing guitar. My father played guitar, Rainbow of Love. And so I'm watching for the hands, and not the strummer, but these ones. When he goes for these notes, the ones where you gotta really be dexterous. That's what I was looking for. When I seen that shit, I knew that was a human being. Give a fuck how much AI or whatever fuck else they're gonna come up with. They still have not been able to imitate this, the human hand. Cannot imitate it. And when you see it move and it's not human, you know immediately it's not human. You know it. You know it. You know it. And so that's how it was for me with the Rachel Dolezal bitch. And that's how it is for this chick right here. I don't feel blackness from you just because you speak like you from the hood, and all black people don't speak like that. So, because if you was up there speaking like, I am white, I'm not white, I am black, I've been black all my life, then it would make it even worse for you. But you up there and fuck, oh, y'all don't fuck with me, I don't give a, and all little hand moves, all that, you trying to be black. That's not black. That's one expression of us, but that's not all. It's a sad thing, sister. I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? If you black, it will be revealed some type of way. You feel me? Like, you was raised black, then we should be able to give you a black quiz. You feel me? Like, it's some shit we can ask you that you should know as a black person. If you don't know it, you definitely ain't black. You're not. Even in my own life, the first time that I would run into black people who were making macaroni and cheese on the stove, that was just like you spoke another Yiddish fucking foreign language to me that has not been invented yet. Like, I don't understand. What is that? You feel me? Like, no. Macaroni and cheese comes out of the oven my entire life, and still to this day, bitch, and it's not coming from any place else. And when it does, it is not of me. It's just not. How is it? Uncle's 82 now. I fixed him a plate a few nights ago. Collard greens, baked macaroni and cheese, catfish. And then today he was joking with me. He was like, nephew, you forgot the cornbread. I didn't forget the cornbread, Uncle. I was explaining to him I didn't have no buttermilk. And I had other milk. I had a half and half. I usually have half and half here to have with cold coffee. But I don't make cornbread with that. I love my buttermilk cornbread. I must have that. And so if I don't have any buttermilk, then it's just not going down. You feel me? It just, I mean, and I think I was also low. I didn't have any butter because my cornbread has to be very buttery. That's what you must remember about my cornbread. That it was buttery and it had that little twang and sweetness after you ate it. Oh. Anyway, but I'm trying to get to say that Uncle's 82 years old. When he has fixed plates for me, I already know what it's going to taste like when he bring it to me. We didn't come up together because I'm a black man and that's a black man. And it's a way that we do things, period. You understand? Like, I can't do it. Last one, righteous. The fact that we transmuted a racial epithet. We are some special people. Yeah. That's the power of us. That's the power of us. If we would just defend and protect viciously the things that we have, we could be in a different place. Just we give everything away. J9, I'm surprised you eat catfish. Why are you surprised I eat catfish, J9? I eat catfish my entire life. and will murder some catfish. And what made this catfish so special, and the only reason to have it, is because it was the entire fish. Don't give me, like, don't even say the word fillet to me. That could make something happen to you. Feel me? That's not love for self. That's suicide. That's not love for self. To say that in front of me, but that's not love for self. That's not love for self. That's not love for self. Yeah, man. And then the freshness of it. There's nothing like the flavor of fresh catfish. It's everything. It's everything. Listen, and not only is catfish so good, and I'm fixed catfish so good, I have people that said they didn't like catfish. There was this white devil dude. His girlfriend was Filipina, who I was friends with. And my lower back is killing me. Now I can't go on. Nurse. His name was Skylar. So that's how white it was. Oh, where's my pledge? Anyways, Marianne, that was her name. I was like, yeah, I'll feed you some catfish, you know. And no, I was actually having a fish out at my place, and had a bunch of people. I set up the easy up, you know, the white easy up tent looking things. It was very, anyways, I was doing a fish fry, and of course the fish that's on the menu is going to be catfish, because what else exists on the planet Earth? And so they knew beforehand, and, you know, Marianne being Filipina, you know, she was into it. It was all good. But he was like, I never had catfish. I don't know. I'm like, you will like some catfish, trust and believe. And sure enough, like, people that are eating catfish now, they go to the store and they get like these little fucking fillets and they think they have catfish. Let's just all hold hands and weep for a moment, everybody. Let's just all weep. Said I wouldn't do this. Where's my tissue? Said I wouldn't do this. But it's a crime. It's a crime. You never taste catfish with those fucking fillets. Now, is there anything wrong with a fillet? No, after I cut the bitch up and make it fillet. You understand? But don't give me, ooh, I got catfish fillets, and then this tilapia bullshit, which is like, that came along in my lifetime, which means it hasn't always been here. I mean, no. When I have fresh catfish, I'm immediately back on the south side of Chicago. I'm right back there. My brothers, my grandmama and them, they used to drive. Our street was a long ass street. It ended at this park that was a lake. Go over on Jedi, Africa. I show you, I found on Google Earth, and I take you on Google Earth to my childhood where I lived and all of that, man. The Jedi does his work. Anyway, and they just go down and catch fish. So since I'm knee-high to this lamp, I knew that's fish, and it's got to be clean. Sometimes they take the bones out, sometimes they don't. And if you eating fish that's got a lot of bones, you make sure you eat a big thing of bread with it. If you think you got a bone, blah, 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 blah. But that's the thing about catfish. The bones, the way you can cut it to fry it, the bones are not like these little bones. Like, ooh, I could get a bone. You know where the bones are. You're not going to have no problems. And they're big bones. Like, catfish is everything, y'all. It's everything. But more than that even, you know, I mean, I had a lot of fish when I was in Africa. And most of it, I don't know what kind of fish it was. Because at some point, you just stop asking, now, what kind of fish is this? What kind of fish is this? What kind of fish is this? So I could share it with you guys. But at some point, I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. Just give me the fish, you know. And every fish that I was presented with was the entire fish. All of it was there to pull the meat off of it. Allahu Akbar. The sweetness, the flavor of the meat of every fish that I ate. My live stream that I did when I first got into the Gambia, the night I arrived, And I got on a live and said, you guys, I arrived in Banjul. I'm in the Gambia. Alhamdulillah. I'm at a restaurant because I was dead tired and I hadn't been to any fancy restaurant when I was in Senegal. So when Samba picked me up, I go, I want to go to a fancy restaurant. I want to go someplace nice. I don't care what it costs. That's where I want to go. Okay. So the place he took me, we went live. And I'm telling you guys, and they plan next, because all down this strip, there's indoor, outdoor restaurants, you know, with the covered tables, and it's very, and this, I told Samba, okay, I don't know what to order, so you just order wherever you order, I'll eat that. You know, he's like, I get the fish. So he ordered the fish. Turns out it was barracuda. It was so delicious, y'all. You can see it in the video. Oh, and they bring it with potatoes, and I don't know what else I had with it, but it was everything on earth. But I'm just saying, you can fall in love with a lot of stuff when you have it. Like every fish I ate in Africa just came out the ocean in the last minutes or hours at the very most. You know what I mean? Fresh fish every day, any day. God damn it. It was everything. But catfish has a very distinct taste to it that you don't forget. You don't forget it. And you must have it fried, and you must have it with hot sauce. Don't give me tartar sauce. These damn people with their damn tartar sauce and fish. Getting worked up. J9, you're laughing out loud. Yeah. Have you had catfish, J9? Oh, it's 11 o'clock. I'm not going to be able to call my godson back tonight. I'll just have to get him in the morning. By the way, somebody, you guys be looking for a Spider-Man backpack. Tell me where I can find it. J9, I'm waiting for you. Have you ever had catfish? I'm waiting. I'm going to start landing. We'll start the landing sequence. Well, we stayed under 4 hours, everybody. That's positive. But that's positive and stuff. But that's positive and stuff. And stuff. Okay, J9 apparently slipped into a coma from which she cannot be revived. It's a very sad thing. We've lost J9. We've lost her. We've lost her. But I want to say thank you to all you guys who came to be a part of the stream this evening. And I'm just doing it by ear, you guys. I try and produce content as often as I can, but certainly with my live streams, I try and do as often as I can. You have no idea how hard I am working right now to do a lot of things. And I wish I said this at the beginning of the stream, because now people won't fucking know, but just know that our next event is going to be on Jedi Africa, the other channel. The other channel, Jedi Africa. So if you're not subscribed over on Jedi Africa, get your ass over there and get subscribed. Jedi, I would advise you to never eat barracuda. It can be dangerously poisonous, but they knew what they were doing. But thank you for that, Richard. I did not know that. Ignorance can be bliss, because I grubbed on it. And they had it in like the little steaks, how they had cut it. It was so delicious. Oh my God. It was in like a gravy or a sauce or something. Bellissima. But thank you for that. No, Righteous. We finished Ramadan on the 9th. I think it was last week Friday. We finished Ramadan. Yeah, last week. It was the end of Ramadan. Bittersweet. Wow. Thank you for asking, Righteous. Yeah. So inshallah, we will be together soon, everybody. Yeah. That I could tell you, as Trump would say. That I could tell you. I just threw my shoulder out. I can't do it. To everyone who is across the pond, thank you for being here. In the UK, you, Richard. To Nixie and your British friend as well. Thank you all. Appreciate your viewership from the UK. To all my people on the East Coast, big shout out to all y'all for being troopers and sticking with me. I appreciate that. And God willing, we will be together soon, everybody. I'm not going to say tomorrow because I have things I didn't get done today, and I need to try and probably get those things done tomorrow. Next week is a nightmare for me already, but whatever. We've had this time together, and that's what matters. So everyone have a good evening and a pleasant rest of your weekend. If something presents itself and I get a wild hair and I see the place where I could be live tomorrow, I'll certainly do that. But for now, the Jedi has spoken.